Hey, yo, what's good, what's good, what's good? Welcome to Reflections of a DJ, the Road Podcast presented by DJ City and Beat Source. I am one of your hosts, DJ Crooked. We got DJ Never here.
Yo, what up?
We got DJ D Miles.
What's good, what's good?
We got Jamie the Great.
Yeah.
And we got Nudia here.
Hi,
too.
guys.
What's up?
She made it back.
Hi guys.
Hi, guys. Bye.
Yo, so
Hi.
what
No
was
longer a special guest or what?
I don't know. She's like the Robin Givens of our show, right?
People love her. People love her.
Why Robin Givens?
Because she was kind of like the rational, logical person on the show, right?
Yeah.
Right?
And I
think.
feel like I got you to talk about your feelings. We were talking about like a bunch of feelings. The episode I was
Emotional
on.
shit.
You know, it's funny.
was.
It's funny. Like all the listeners I talked to who were male, they love Nudia. They were like, "Yo, we love that perspective. We like that."
Yeah.
And everyone who was hating were females.
Damn,
That
man.
was sad. That was
Stick
sad.
together.
They were
What's
like,
going on?
"Nah, I don't like that. You know, I don't like her energy on the show." Like,
Who's hating out there? Jesus.
I know. I
They're like-
didn't get any female followers, but I got a lot of male followers.
you did, right?
Yeah.
By the way, when you said Robin Givens, you mean Robin Quivers.
Robin Quivers. Wait, who's Robin Givens?
That actor, that chick that was married to Mike Tyson.
Oh yeah, that's right. My
That's
bad.
what I'm thinking. Why Robin Givens?
That's why I was confused.
Yeah,
I was like,
my bad. Robin Quivers.
Quivers. Yeah.
Sounds like a porn name.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's
With us.
yeah. The news.
Yeah, with
The
with Howard Stern. Yeah.
the black news lady from Howard Stern.
Yeah.
That's who I meant, not
Okay,
Robin
yeah.
Givens.
That's what I'm like, Robin Givens.
Not the gold digger. Yeah. not the gold digger.
You're not a girl thing, Nudia.
I don't know Nudia that well, so I don't know.
No.
How was your party?
Oh,
Big crybaby.
my God. It was cool. It was cool the first week. Learned a
What
lot.
party are we talking about here?
Oh, Dance With Me by me and Bossa Nova in
Yes.
the west side of town.
Where is it?
Inside the room in Santa Monica.
Santa Monica.
nice.
Yeah. Big wake-up call the first week.
Yeah?
Learned a lot of things you got to do.
So wait, so this is Jamie's first party, right? And he's starting with the homie Bossa Nova.
Yes.
And they started this party in Santa Monica, right? And the concept behind this party, right, that you explained was that there's no dance parties in Santa Monica.
There's not a lot of dance parties in Santa Monica.
So you want all the shorties to come and dance. So the party's name is Dance With Me, right? And we were breaking your balls on like an episode or so ago, right?
Yeah.
And you got in your feelings, right?
Yeah.
You're not in your feelings anymore.
No.
Okay. So you realize you was in your feelings for no reason.
No, I knew I was in my feelings.
Okay. Can you get in your feelings again now?
By the way,
No.
people was calling me, like, getting mad at me, shit.
Were they?
Yeah, like, yo, why y'all dissing Jamie like that? And I'm just like,
I didn't know that happened.
You okay though?
It's obvious that I'm okay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So then the first party, how'd it go?
it was cool. It
Yeah.
was a lot of college girls that Bossa Nova knew. They showed up. It was a lot of women.
Yeah.
We didn't pack out the room.
Right.
But it was a what are we doing the next week to make it better and stuff like that.
Right.
Me and you spoke. You gave me good pointers of what I should do.
Right. Well,
Because
you know what I like about this? And I want him to talk about this so we could get updates on this. Because this is, all these DJs, all these big DJs tell the younger DJs and the upcoming you'll start your own party, right?
Yeah.
Start your own party. So everyone wants to start their own party now, but no one really knows,
Yeah.
what it takes or what's
trials and
involved
the work you got to put into it.
to start your own party.
Yeah, it
You know
takes
what
a
I'm
lot.
saying?
Yeah.
So like these dudes created a flyer, right? And they're like, "Yo, we good. We got a
Yeah.
flyer." You know what I'm saying? And it takes more than that to sell a party. And like Jamie is so personable, right? Because of the podcast. I was like, you should be on IG selling the shit.
Yeah.
Like all these other fucking DJs that are literally talking like, "Yo," even MoMA does that shit. Like literally MoMA, who has to me the number one party in the country, everyday people. He even does these IG stories. It's like, "Yo, we in
Wednesday
New
we
York
here,
this Wednesday,
yeah.
Thursday we hit in LeBain, da 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 da." Like he's literally listing and he's being a salesman and he's
Yeah.
showcasing his shit.
Yeah.
So I was telling him, why aren't you doing that shit? Why aren't you flooding the market? Like,
Yeah.
no one knows about this party and the flyer is not
You're
enough.
not selling
You know
it.
what
You're
I'm
not
saying?
doing the work.
You're just
You're
posting a
not doing
flyer the day of the party instead
Yeah.
of like.
And it's not like it's like a big venue. It's not like it's Live on Sunday. Because then that's a flyer that would impact motherfuckers, right? Like, oh shit, Jamie and Bossa Nova are doing Live on Thursdays now. That would itself be like, yo, that's a flex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when you're building a party, you got to sell the shit, like every week. And and we were talking about that, right? So it's like if you look at your weekly party, right? You have the day. What day you have to ask these questions, right? What day you're gonna post the flyer? What day you're gonna post the recap photos? You need recap photos, right?
Yeah.
Videos.
Right?
Yeah.
Videos.
Yeah.
And you need like a live feed on IG stories on how fun it was or whatever, right?
Yeah.
You got to do this every week.
Yeah.
You got to
Yeah.
promote that shit every week, right?
Yeah.
You can't just have a flyer. You have to have a plan. Like if your party's on Thursday, the flyer you got to pump it out Monday or Tuesday, right? Right? Maybe recap photos on Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then you got to post the flyer again on Thursday morning, right?
Yeah.
And then you got to have something to show on Friday a little bit, right?
Yeah.
The day after. Like, yo, look at my IG stories. The shit was popping.
Yeah.
And then you kind of regroup over the weekend and then
Talk
you start
about
your
it.
promotional campaign again the next week,
Repeat.
right?
Yeah.
So we had this conversation because I was kind of like, I was getting on him like, yo, you can't get frustrated if the first week was whack. Like, sometimes it's not going to always be that dope.
Yeah.
But you have to like keep building it and making it.
Well, let's not say it was necessarily it wasn't whack, but it was the
shit,
outcome.
I'm just saying.
Oh,
in
okay,
general,
cool.
Nah, but shit, I know this shit was whack, but it's cool.
Nah, but also like
I had a surprise. Nudie surprised me for the second week of the
The
party.
second week, Nudia came.
With her baddies.
MVP.
She showed up mad early.
She brought the goons.
I showed up at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
the
Let's
go,
earliest
let's
I've
go.
ever been anywhere.
She brought the goons.
Nah, like I had planned with my girls, and like I told some of y'all too, but you guys couldn't come. But like I planned with my girls. I was like, yo, like we've all recently gone through breakups, so I was like, fuck it, like let's just drink a shitload of rosé and go to Santa Monica and go to my boys' party. And so I was super excited for it. And then
Nice.
I saw Jamie and I was excited. And then the first thing he told me was, yo, so who are your friends? Like I drove 4 hours, 300
I said I'm so
miles.
happy to see you. Surprised me.
No. He
I was
said,
surprised, but I'm like, who are your friends?
yes, that's the first thing out of his mouth. Who are your friends?
Who
Yo,
tells you?
so that's another good point though. When you
What's that?
DJ and you starting your own party, you have to learn how to become a good host.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have to have drink tickets ready for certain people.
Yeah.
You have to take it. You have to like, you know what I'm saying? You have to
Take a
greet
shot,
people,
yeah.
make
Yeah.
them comfortable,
Yeah.
interact with them. Shit is complicated when you DJing at the same time.
Yeah.
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 But there's two DJs. There's
Yeah,
you and Bossa
luckily-
Nova.
luckily-
Bossa Nova
yeah.
was great at that, by the way, because that's
Yeah.
the first time I had
Great
met him.
host.
And so, like, he already knew me from the podcast, and so he was like, like the nicest guy ever. Like, he was
And
fucking
he really
amazing.
is. Right. Like I met him for
He
the
was
first
so
time.
nice.
And I hadn't met him, and I text Jamie. I was at that bar, not
Mom's
even
bar.
knowing that Bossa Nova was there at Mom's bar, and I was like, "Yo, is that Bossa Nova?" I text Jamie. He's like, "Yeah." Like, so I literally went up there, introduced myself, and the hospitality he had was incredible.
Yeah.
Like I was with a couple of dudes. He like made sure we
The
had
hospitality had was incredible. You're really selling this motherfucker.
drinks. No,
I've never heard a person describe that way.
I will say that too. I will,
hospitality was
10 out of 10.
Bossa Nova's
10 out of 10. Yo, because me and my girls, we didn't pay for a drink the whole night.
yeah.
So
Because
it
y'all
was
had all
pretty-
these dudes buying your
It was
drinks,
great.
right?
Yo, I got fucked up. Yeah.
Fucking red flag right there.
right?
We didn't pay for a single drink.
No, I was ready. I had money. I had tip money. Like I was completely ready to buy expensive ass drinks in Santa Monica. And then I
we
didn't have to.
Go figure. Guess what, Nudia? Somebody paid for that shit. Some hardworking motherfucker paid for your drinks. You know what I'm saying? It didn't just float across the
It just didn't
bar
pour by itself.
into your hand like, hey, what is this?
It did though. They were just my hand was empty, and then someone just put a drink in my hand.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I've heard that story before, but it wasn't a drink that appeared in the hand.
Oh, man.
Anyway, so it was good.
Yeah. Well, it's getting better.
And you're
yeah.
approaching your third week.
approaching my third
And
week.
you guys are going to go heavy on the promotions.
Yes.
And we're going to check up on it.
Yes.
And you guys are going to have guest DJs.
Yeah.
Dope.
We're thinking of something in the
And you're
near
going to
future.
sell it, right? So
Yes.
let's sell it right now. What's going on? What's going on? This is coming
Right.
out Wednesday. What's going on tomorrow, Thursday?
I know you put me on the spot. But tomorrow we're back in the room, Santa Monica. We're playing.
I don't know, man. I wouldn't if he's. He
What?
needs to
I'm
come
not
up
the
with
biggest
energy,
salesman.
right? Come on, sell it.
interrupted
Energy.
him.
What do you want me to say?
Just energize, yo.
Do
Like
you,
you know what
Jamie?
I'm saying? Come on.
For you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, just Dance With Me's back in the room in Santa Monica. We're playing. Honestly, I have so much fun playing that fucking party.
There we go.
Because I play like 80s, 90s, from A to Z. I play Mariah Carey. The girls love it.
Mariah Carey.
I play all the fun shit, all the Ashanti that they want to hear.
Nice.
So yeah, come out. Bossa Nova does his thing. Whoever comes in early, he starts
you
buying
play
them
all the
shots.
fun shit, and Bossa Nova does his thing, and then what else?
We have a fucking good time. What do you mean? What else?
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah. Never mind. Yeah, that's about it.
And it's literally the
Okay,
it's
wait.
the only party in Santa Monica on a Thursday, right?
On a Thursday, yeah. It's a little. I'll tell you what are the hard things about that is that it is on the west side of town, so it's hard to get people. It's not like it's lock and key or anything in downtown area where it's easier to people to get there. It's pretty far out.
Parking was great though.
Parking is easy to
Parking's
parking,
great.
stuff like that. There's no cover. There's no charge.
You
at
don't
the
have to
door.
walk if you have heels on. It's like
Yeah.
really short.
That's a selling point for women.
Big selling point.
Yeah, and apparently you get drinks just handed to you at the
Amen.
fucking party. So yeah, but it's mad fun. I don't know. The first week, Bossa Nova did his thing. He brought a bunch of college girls out, and a lot of girls were just in there. And
We heard that. Yeah.
honestly, no. Let me get to the point. Honestly, they were saying that they felt safe to just dance, and then it felt like Creeps was in there and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So it's a safe zone for all women.
So never in D. Stay away. Okay.
Stay away, guys.
Don't go to the party.
No, but
Damn.
it's honestly a learning experience, and it's cool to learn.
Right.
And appreciate you, Kirk, for putting me up on game.
have
and
to
be
appreciate-
Like,
no,
oh
you
my
don't-
God.
you
He
have to
cries
do all
about
that
not
shit.
getting his flowers, and then when he
No,
gets
you
them,
don't
he
have to
kills
do
his
that.
flowers. No, because
But you're gonna work on the sales pitch.
it's yeah.
Because every fucking week,
So
I'm gonna say, "Yo, what's going on with your party, Jamie?" And I don't want this. Well, it's in the west side of town, and it's in Santa Monica.
well, I gotta learn how to
I
do
don't wanna
salesman.
hear-
Yeah,
yeah.
but yeah, it's mad cool. It's mad fun. And we have a
Sell
good
the
time.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Good shit.
I
hope to
think
see you
everyone
on-
should go.
Oh, 100%.
It was great.
We all gonna go at some
What's the
point.
name of the spot?
The room Santa Monica.
The Room Santa Monica.
Monica.
I think it's the first time I've heard the actual name of the location.
The
The Room Santa Monica.
The Room Santa
Dance
Monica.
with me.
Is make sure you go to Santa Monica location because there's a Hollywood one, but we're in the Santa Monica one.
Nice.
All right, man.
Thursdays.
Okay, enough of that shit. How was y'all week? Everything was good. Was y'all
Solid,
good?
man.
Shout out to the homies that came out to the party.
Yes.
Never. How you? I feel.
Alex.
I haven't seen Never in a
Okay.
long time.
I know,
Never.
right?
How
It's
you been,
been-
brother?
I've been
You been
good, man.
good?
I've
You
been
looking
good.
good?
You too, man.
You poloed up.
Never is
I'm
looking
doing-
good.
Like you?
Pause.
You
The
know
fall look, man.
what you?
I know. I said it
fall
looks
up.
so nice.
Chilly outside, man.
Never look healthy, man. Never look like nice.
He's glowing.
Skin is looking right. You've been drinking water. You know
Someone's
what I mean?
pregnant.
Hey, chill.
Never. When
How
you
you
were on your pool this
Chill.
weekend. That was this weekend.
What was that?
That was this weekend. The picture of you in the pool.
Nah, that's an old picture.
Oh, okay. I was about to say he's really.
That's
looking
great marketing, by the way.
Yeah, he was in the pool with the duckies.
That was,
That
like
was great marketing.
summer finale pick.
yeah.
Wait, Never. You was mentioning that you were actually getting noticed a lot, right? You're like a,
lot,
superstar
yeah.
now in Vegas.
I mean, not a superstar, but like people been coming up to me. It's like, yo, you never from the Vote podcast.
That's
I'm like,
dope.
Yeah, man.
why
yeah.
you never got that before?
I've been getting, I've been getting it a lot late. No, more than usual. Let's put it
Really?
like that. Yeah,
Is it from locals or out of towners?
out of towners.
Nice.
Nice.
That's it.
Hell
Other
yeah.
DJs or is it regular people? You don't know.
Half and half. Regular people out of out of towners, DJs. It's like
Does that mean our demographic is growing?
It's whiting it up.
I like that.
But here's the
expanding.
thing. It's like I kind of get nervous because it's like they see you like, oh, you never from the Vote podcast. So when you DJing, you can't fuck up. You can't sound like shit. You gotta
Expectations
like,
is high.
yeah, exactly, man. You can't have people like, oh man, that Vote podcast DJ sucks, man. You can't have that happen. So it's just like, but it's cool though. It's
So
like,
are you like keeping an eye on them, like when you're
yeah.
watching
I
them?
try not to. Nah, I don't do that.
Nah.
But still, man, it's just thinking like, yeah,
I've had a couple of motherfuckers like come to my gigs and shit, say what's up.
yeah.
I just feel compelled to like get them a drink or a shot.
Yeah,
or something.
man,
Yeah.
exactly. Like shake their hand, be like, "Yo,
Yeah,
what's up?
yeah.
Thanks for listening," and this and that.
They're always so friendly. Like
Yeah,
Real
they're super
friendly.
they always like want to buy me a drink or something. I'm
Yeah,
like, yo,
man.
don't spend your money.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Yeah.
But do any of you guys feel the pressure when they say that? Oh, I
When
know
they
you from the
leave
Vote
early,
podcast?
I'm like, oh, okay, they. You know.
Yeah.
Like if I'm spinning and they leaving early, like, oh,
Or if they don't tell you bye, whatever, it's
yeah,
just
can,
like, oh man,
can we get a picture with me and my wife? Yeah, we can bounce though. I'm like, all right, so you leaving? But I just have been 45 minutes. Like, nah, we gotta go. And I'm just like,
The
all
babysitter.
right, man, fuck you then.
no. Jesus.
No, it's cool. I've been getting some of that shit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or like, what? Do you get that shit a lot? Probably, right?
I've gotten it a few times. Nothing crazy, but I do feel the pressure. Like never, I'm like, damn, okay, they here.
Yeah.
They want to see what I got in the tank. You know what I mean? They don't.
It's like, yeah, we talk mad shit about DJs.
Yeah. So I'm like,
You guys better be good.
damn, man, I gotta like really be on tonight because any little slip up, they're gonna be like, oh, okay, this motherfucker, you know what I mean? He's talking shit, but look at him.
Yo, you was just in New York, right?
Right. When I tell you I had an amazing time in New York,
Yeah.
because this was probably the first time that I've been in New York and experienced real New York nightlife. So I was there for the Triller verse fight, and then they also had Wyclef Jean and Supercat perform, which was amazing, by the way. Wyclef had brought out Barrington Levy. He did some songs
crazy.
that was crazy. He brought out Baby Sham, and Busta Rhymes came on and did his thing real quick, and then he just kind of like dropped the mic and was like, "Find me a worthy versus opponent," and just left. So
Yeah, what was up with that when like Busta came on and dropped the mic, and then Wyclef was like, "Really, Busta? Really?
Yeah.
Well, was he joking?
He was
Wyclef
joking. He was joking.
Okay.
But it was like it was dope the way he did it because I think Wyclef thought Busta was gonna come on there and do like a little set.
Yeah.
And he just deaded it. It was like, yo, find me a worthy versus opponent. And the crowd was like, oh shit, like
Everyone was saying Missy would be a good opponent for him.
That'd be
Really?
a good one,
Yeah.
yeah.
I saw everyone
would
say
be-
Double L. Cool J.
oh no.
I don't know about that one,
I
man.
want to know what Never thinks.
Nah.
LL Cool J? Nah.
Nah.
Too much?
Because when I think of Busta, I think of like features.
Party records?
No, I think of features.
Yeah.
I think of like the most. Every time he's on a feature, he bodies it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I think of Missy, like the early Missy,
She was doing the same thing.
she was just on features. Like she didn't even have an
She was
album
killing
out,
it.
and she had like 5 hit records on features, right? Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That actually would be a good versus, I think. Because I was even in my head, I'm like, who could battle Busta? And be successful because Busta had such a good run. He had his early stuff, and then he had his era with Dr. Dre. You know what I mean? Plus his features, plus like the early stuff with Leaders of the New School.
Yeah.
So like he got, I can't even think of it. He probably got at least 30 in the bag, right?
But I'm thinking like if Missy does it, can she do like songs that she didn't sing on but she wrote?
Yeah.
Because that's crazy.
I don't know about that, man.
I mean,
she got to perform.
No, she could because
Didn't she-
Jadakiss just did that, and his versus versus Fab.
Well, didn't she write 1 in a Million? Like all that Aaliyah shit?
Yeah.
Genuine shit?
Yeah.
Genuine.
Dude, that's crazy.
D'Angelo.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, D'Angelo.
Nah,
Missy?
she didn't write for D'Angelo.
I thought she wrote for D'Angelo.
Just threw in D'Angelo.
I swear I read somewhere that she
I
wrote
was
for
like, wait,
D'Angelo.
D'Angelo?
Yeah.
I don't remember that moment.
I know,
Let me
right?
look it up. Maybe I'm.
Yeah.
No, D'Angelo like
D'Angelo
wrote
write his own
He
shit.
plays all his own instruments.
Yeah, man.
He was just known as like when he first came up.
Yeah.
He was known as like almost like the new Prince.
Yeah, I like to say that.
because he could do drums, organs, guitar.
And he wrote his own shit.
Yeah, he wrote all his own shit.
But definitely Genuine and Aaliyah
Yeah,
was like, a lot of their catalog was written by Missy.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. That'll be a dope verses though.
It would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a real embarrassing moment though.
What's up? What happened?
What happened?
So like Swiss Beats, he came in like during Wyclef's set, right? So I'm like in the front just kind of filming stuff.
Yeah.
And then like later on, I see this dude and I was like, oh shit, that's Steve Stout. Like, yo, I gotta, you know what I mean? So I went up to him, I was like, Mr. Stout, pleasure to meet you. I mean, he's an older
Yo, he's
dude,
like a 1950s newspaper boy, right?
Hey, Mr. Stout. Hey, Mr. Stout.
So like,
did he have like the what is that? The
nah, he just had
the cap,
the newspaper boy caps?
Yeah.
I was just like,
ran up.
I was like, yo, man, like he crossed paths with me, right? He crossed paths with me, and I was like, yo, like pleasure to meet you. And he didn't say nothing, and then his boy was like, hey, man, that ain't Steve Stout, bro. It was Joaquin Dean, the dude from the Rough Riders, the CEO.
How you get them confused?
They look alike, bro. They both have bald heads and like the goatee, like the salt and pepper goatee.
I don't know. Steve Stout's very particular.
So when you said Mr. Stout,
He just looked at me and like
But
kept
Steve
walking.
Stout usually like wearing suits and
But he was in like a real classy sweatsuit and like some
Steve
glasses.
Stout
That's
wouldn't be
Steve
like
Stout,
that.
exactly.
It was,
right?
and I don't know why I just assumed it was him. And so his boy was like, hey man, like that ain't.
do they look alike?
I think so, man.
No,
in that
they
moment,
don't.
I don't know. So then,
No, wait. Now I need to see a picture.
Google it.
so then I later I saw him again, and I was like, fuck, man, this dude. We like crossed the paths.
You know what you should have done?
What?
You should have been like, "Oh shit, Rough Riders." You should have said
So
what's
like,
up to him.
as I'm leaving, like I got my like bag with me. I'm going out the back way to get to my ride, and I see him again, and I was like, "Fuck, man!" And so I just kind of like gave him a nod, and he kind of chuckled, and he like patted me on the back, but like really hard, like get out the way, motherfucker. I was so embarrassed, man. I felt bad.
Wait, so you've been working with Triller? You've been doing the Fight Club shit, right?
Yeah.
What is that? That they mix MMA.
They mix boxing, sanctioned boxing, and then usually after the boxing, they turn it into a concert.
Okay.
So I really didn't have any idea that they were doing this Wyclef and Supercat thing into the day of, and literally it was packed out. They sold out Barclays.
That's insane.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Was it? It was all of Brooklyn was there. So like
All
mad
of it,
Jamaicans, mad West Indians,
crazy West Indians up in there. I mean, it was amazing. I ain't gonna lie, like it was probably one of the illest like concerts I've seen in.
Dude, I don't think I've ever seen Supercat live.
He did his thing.
I've never seen him.
I've never seen him alive either.
But like even like Barrington Levy was amazing. Man.
Yeah.
Like his voice hasn't really aged. I don't know how old he is, but he sounded amazing live, man. And Baby Sham as well. He did all his hits. He did the joint with Alicia Keys, like Ghetto Story, like all his like B-side stuff. It was dope, man. And then I had a chance to go do the nightlife scene. Shout out to Marty Rock.
Yeah, this dude texts me, right? He's like, "Yo, I'm in New York. Like, I don't know where." You're like, "I kind of want to go out and shit, right?" You want, Thotty D wants to do his thing.
Thotty D.
He was out here.
So I hit up Marty Play, LB1, and Marty Rock. And then you connected with Marty Rock.
Yeah.
Marty Rock, Mr. Marty Rock. Yeah. He's a fucking...
Yo, he's a time, man.
Yeah.
Yo, we partied both nights. I think Friday night we was out till like 4 or 5. Saturday night we was probably out till like 7 in the morning.
He didn't snuff nobody? No?
Nah.
That motherfucker
He
just
told
be-
me the story though.
Yeah, he be snuffing motherfuckers in the club. I'm like, yo, why you snuffing motherfuckers in the club, yo?
Nah, man. He shows so much love, man. Like shout out to him. Like I got to his spot. He was DJing at Catch Roof.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yo, just walk in with me. It's cool." And I was like, "Look, man, I got 6 friends, like 6 homegirls from San Diego. Is that cool?"
Yeah.
He was like, "Yeah, it's all good. Just walk in with me." I wasn't expecting anything, just to probably buy some drinks at the bar.
Yeah.
He full on like got us a table
That's
and had
dope.
a couple of bottles, man. I was like, "Bro, like I was not expecting this. Like, thank you so much, man." Like,
Yeah, they don't do that in New York.
nah, I was not
I'm
expecting
surprised to hear
that.
that.
He brought 6 girls with him.
Especially not for
Yeah.
D.
But Thotty D.
But no, we had an amazing time, man, and I connected with him the next day as well. Shout out to him, man. He's a dope DJ. I listened to his set.
His voice is crazy. Was he on the mic?
Mic game was crazy.
Mic game was nasty. Yeah.
And I even told him at the end, I was like, bro, like I literally shit Sam like five records that I didn't even know that you played. That was just dope records. And he's like, nah, man, like whatever you need. You know what I mean? His hospitality too, man. But he's just a good dude, man. Hella friendly. Like we kicked it at the bar and talked after and just talked about DJ shit.
Yeah.
I was like, man, he said he'd never been to Vegas before.
Now you need to come. I told all those motherfuckers in New York they need to come to Vegas.
He said he's never been, man. I was like, bro, I think you could do well. Like, just come experience
Just don't
it.
snuff nobody in the clubs out
Yeah,
there.
don't do that.
And he told me he got the quick trigger finger, man. He like to knock motherfuckers down real quick. He told me the story.
Snuff City.
Where's he from?
That's
Where's
why
he from?
he's
Brooklyn,
I
Brooklyn,
think
or
he's from the
Harlem?
Bronx, man.
He from the Bronx?
No,
Yeah.
he's from Yonkers, I think.
No, I think he said the Bronx. I think he's from the Bronx.
From the Bronx?
Yeah.
I forgot, man.
Yeah.
I think he's from the Bronx. He's
Heavy.
Dominican cat, right?
Yeah, Dominican.
He's Dominican.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
good
yeah.
dude, man. He's super cool, man.
I call him Mang.
Mong?
Yeah, because whenever he tells a story about him snuffing somebody,
Yeah.
he's like, yo, I hit him like, Mang. And I'm like, yo, I haven't heard that Mang term in like 15, 20 years, yo.
Yeah.
I hit that motherfucker like, Mang.
Yo, can I shout out June? Because I went to go see her at her spot also.
Oh, DJ June?
Yes. I went to go
Dude.
see her. She was playing at the Moxie Hotel. And I think the spot was called Floor. And it was like a rooftop with like a great view of the city, but it was heavy Latin. She literally played Latin the entire time I was there.
She's such a great
Like
DJ.
a 2.5 Latin set. And it was amazing. I was blown away, like all the shit she was pulling out.
She's a great DJ.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah, I haven't
Right.
heard her in a minute. I think I heard her in a spot in LES like maybe 2 years
Yo,
ago.
her Latin set. I showed Jamie the text. I was inspired.
Yeah.
Like I was like, damn, like I need to step my Latin game up because her shit was
Well,
crazy.
you know, she worked at a record store. She worked at
At
Beach
Beach
Street.
Street.
I didn't know that.
So she had all that music, bro.
Yeah.
Like she knew all that music.
Like all the sing along stuff the girls
Yeah.
was loving. Like she was on, bro, for straight 2.5 hours. Like I was truly amazed. Like
you know,
her set was fire.
there's not many DJs that I hear, and when I hear motherfuckers I hit up Sujin. I'm like, yo, you need to sign this motherfucker.
Yeah.
You're like, D, you're definitely one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like mad motherfuckers co-signed you. Nev, of course, right?
Yeah.
and then it was like June. And it's like mad other DJs that I would just hear like Sujin be like, yo, you need to sign her. And it was like, he was like, June? I never heard. I'm like, yo, fam, trust me.
Yeah.
And I remember I heard her for the first time in Atlantic City. And I was like, why the fuck is she opening for me?
Yeah.
You know, like she need to fucking.
Yeah, she's nasty on the turntables, man.
I saw her at the Sujit's birthday party, the Scam Summit. And that shit was it was ill, man. Like I haven't seen her in a minute, man.
Yeah.
But yo, she's one of the best DJs out there,
she's
bro.
dope, man. Like,
yeah.
I'm glad she's busy. Because I even told her the same. I was like, man, I haven't seen you in forever. Like, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
But she looks like she's doing well and she's staying busy.
Well, she was hanging out with us at Sujit's 2019 birthday at Highlight Room.
Yeah.
That's the last time.
Honestly, that's the last time I seen her.
2 years ago.
You know?
She's fucking. That's great, man.
Yeah.
So you had a fun time in New York.
I did, man.
How's the music different?
Heavy Latin. Honestly, I was expecting more shit that we don't play, but it was kind of similar. Maybe it was just the spots I was going. But for Marty Rock's spot, he was playing a lot more like East Coast shit, like more A Boogie.
Yeah.
Like a lot of reggae dope shit. June was playing like Dembo shit I hadn't heard.
What's big in New York right now, music wise?
Like Gallus is big.
Gallus was huge.
There's a French Montana song that is kind of hitting.
Is it the Fuck With Me Get a Bag joint?
It's a sample, right?
The sample from Peter Guns?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I heard that.
I love that song.
It's not popping, but it's like
you can play it.
It's a decent filler.
But you know what? With Gallus,
it's like that Fat Joe. What was that Fat Joe strip song?
Yes.
Yeah, was it
The woman Cardi B.
Oh, with Manuel?
Face down, ass up.
That was our anthem.
It's like you don't need to play it, but
you can play it and get away with it.
But you know what? I'll be honest.
Like fuck it, we're in the East Coast. We're in New York. Fuck it, play it.
Gallus it just hit different in New York.
Yeah.
Like the response it got in New York, I was like, oh.
What version do you guys play? The Chris Brown one or the original?
The OG.
The OG?
Well, no, but I heard the remix is bubbling. Though.
Yeah,
it is.
Well, when I heard Marty Rock, he played the remix.
He played the remix.
I heard that in LA. The remix out in LA. Really.
Yeah. But yeah, it just hit different out there, and I was like, damn, man. Like that shit was dope. And then like the level of like how people come together with shit in the club in New York, it was just different. Like everyone's dancing. Like it was just different energy, man. I hadn't really seen that energy before, and it was dope.
Yeah.
I had a good time.
You got to go to an everyday people party, or you got to see Mo or MoMA Spin or Eli Escobar.
Yeah.
But really, right now, like the DJs in New York, like I've been going there back and forth. Like there is a good energy with the DJs in New York.
Yeah.
Because the motherfuckers who are working right now are the dudes who put in the work, who were like the openers and shit. Yeah. And now they're finally getting headliner slots.
I was about to say, I feel like it's a whole bunch of new DJs spinning in New York right now.
But it's good. It's like a good energy because it's like it's been a long time when I would go to New York and I would hang with like 6 to 8 DJs together. But because everyone came up together and they were like in the trenches together, like there's a good understanding of everyone, like there's a mutual respect and everyone like actually like hangs like
cool
fucks with each other. Yeah, because they know they put in their work. So the motherfuckers that are in New York who are working are like, you know, they put in their work. It's a lot of openers who are like finally getting headliner shit and they're doing, you know, they're getting their due now.
Dope.
And listening to Marty Rock, like I could tell like he was seasoned.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't new. Like he just knew he knew what pockets to hit. He knew what to say on the mic. Like his level of comfort in that room was crazy, man. He was just bodying that shit.
Dope. A lot of those DJs are ill, man.
Yeah.
Marty,
a lot of respect.
Marty Play, LB1. A lot of those dudes put in work, man.
Yeah, man. So
they were all. A lot of them were bred from One Oak.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So they heard all the DJs at One Oak. They heard everyone. All right. So you caught the verses on Saturday with Wyclef, right?
Yeah.
But you didn't catch the big one with KRS
Nah,
versus Big Daddy Kane?
I was flying back here, so I caught like the tail end of it. Yeah, I was sick. I was like, fuck, man. A part of me wanted to stay, but then I didn't want to be tired, you know, us recording and everything. So I'm like, let me just get back and get some rest. But I caught the majority of it. I caught the tail end of it.
This is like the first verses that's like some old school, like legend shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With KRS-One and Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about you watched the whole thing, right?
It was good, man. It was like, I mean, this is my era. This is the hip hop I grew up on. So it was dope to see both of them performing.
Yeah.
But honestly, I felt like KRS-One is no match for Big Daddy King. It should have been Rakim versus Big Daddy King.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
That's more of an even matchup.
They have like a similar delivery.
Exactly,
too.
yeah.
So you saying it's no match that?
I mean, like KRS-One got hits for days.
Yeah. You made it seem like KRS-One can't fuck with Kane right now. He's like no match for Kane.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The way you worded it.
Okay, but I'm saying,
Yeah.
KRS-One is like, he could have did another hour of music. KRS-One.
Yeah.
And Kane was starting to run out of hits.
Damn.
Well,
Yeah.
they was going at it.
I mean, they were doing some desperate ass shit in that.
Yeah,
where
man.
like Scratch. I was wondering what was going on with Scratch, yo. Like, so Scratch was DJing for Kane, and Kid Capri was DJing for KRS-One.
Yeah.
But it was weird because you would think Mr. C would be Kane's DJ. That's
Mr. C was kind of bitter. He posted it on Instagram that he wasn't asked to DJ.
Yeah, but Mr. C is Big Daddy Kane's
That's Big Daddy Kane's
original
DJ.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's also, I mean, he discovered Biggie Smalls. I mean, he's like, we've had Big Ben on here, and Big Ben,
Hot 97.
Oh, he's
a monster.
Yeah.
Mr. C is a monster.
Yeah, man.
And then D Nice is originally.
Well, I feel like with D Nice, I feel like he would have overshadowed the whole competition.
I don't know.
Everybody would have been focused on D Nice.
I don't think so.
I was
I think
expecting
D Nice
D-Nice.
is from
No,
Boogie Down Productions.
yeah.
KRS-One's DJ. Why wasn't the OGs there?
But I feel like,
That's
like I said, I
weird.
feel like everybody would have been like, oh, D Nice.
No.
Yeah,
I
a
feel
little
like
bit,
he would
man.
have done his. I would feel like he would have played.
It
His
would have been
position.
a good addition to it, but I don't think it would have overshined the situation.
I honestly thought D-Nice was going to be there to DJ
I think that
his
would
show.
have been.
Oh, you think D Nice asked for too much money?
No, I think he would have done it for free. No,
I don't know, man.
for KRS.
It is D Nice though now, bro.
Yeah, man.
You talking about?
Yeah, but it's KRS.
Dude, KRS, you crazy? He would have just done that, man.
I don't know, man.
I don't know, Crook. The bag is crazy.
That's
I don't know,
not. I don't
man.
think that's it.
I
man.
think maybe
I'm with Crooked on
maybe
that.
never is
he
right.
should have been there also. He wasn't even there in the audience.
I heard he was there.
You would think he was.
I heard he was
I'm
there.
about to say you would think he would get on stage at least do a song together.
I don't know, man.
But
You really think you really
There's like industry
that-
shit.
but
I swear to
that-
God, that Mr. C and Kane shit. That's some industry shit.
no,
It
there's
is,
both,
it
yeah,
is.
it's both industry shit.
That's some
but Kid
industry
Capri
shit.
used to rock with KRS-One back in the day.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I could see that. I could see that him being a DJ
for
for,
sure,
that
for
event.
sure. Yeah, yeah.
If Kid Capri could do it, D-Nice should be able to do it. I know D-Nice is in another stratosphere right now, but you know what I'm saying?
I think
you might be too big time. Yeah.
I don't know about that. The Mr. C is weird though.
It's like certain
Yeah.
people you could big time. I can't picture D-Nice big time in KRS.
I was confused. It just seemed like Scratch was doing all these audibles throughout the performance, right?
Yeah.
And then the whole thing about him wanting to battle Kid Capri, I was just like, why are you doing this right now?
Yeah.
Like,
KRS-One had to put him in his place.
Oh wait, what'd he say?
He was like, "Yo, this is the Kane versus KRS-One. This ain't no DJ battle shit.
no,
Nobody come to see you."
well, he was just fuck. He's like, enough with that cutting shit. He was
Yeah.
like, this is all about. This is about hits, and he's like, this is
Oh,
about hits.
shit.
It's not about cutting and all that like DJ shit.
Yeah.
But,
But Scratch is out of nowhere. Yo, let's do this. This is me and you, Kid Capri. Let's go 1-on-1.
yeah,
Just like, yo,
I feel like this was his. Because remember last year, Scratch and Kid Capri had that little
got
beef?
into it. Yeah,
They had that little beef.
About the Cash App.
Remember the Cash
Oh
App?
yeah, the
Yeah.
cash app.
All right,
shit.
so wait. There's a little backstory, right?
I forgot about that.
You forgot?
I
I didn't
forgot
forget
about that.
I didn't forget about that.
Damn.
I remember that shit. So Scratch was on IG Live, right? This is when everyone started hopping on IG Live,
Yes.
and D Nice was blowing up on IG Live when the pandemic started.
Yeah.
And I think Scratch was maybe one of the first DJs. No. D Nice had his Cash App up too, right?
I'm not sure. Did he?
I think he did. I think a
I
bunch
don't
of DJs.
remember.
Anyway, all of
Let's
these
forsake
DJs
it,
had their
yes.
Venmo and their Cash App up.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the Kid Capri went up, and he was just like, "Yo, man, like motherfuckers ain't working right now. It's like, yo, it's fucked up for you to have your Cash App and Venmo
Yeah.
out. Like, honestly, like we're doing this for the culture. So if you're doing it for the culture and you an established DJ, you know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't have your
You
Cash
shouldn't be
App
doing
out.
that shit.
And
Yeah.
then Scratch took that shit personal and went at Kid Capri, and they kind of went at each other.
Yeah.
But then there was talks about they were talking shit. Like, I think at some point Kid Capri was like, "Yo, motherfuckers were like, yo, Kid Capri's the greatest DJ of all time," kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like Scratch was holding on to that
Yeah.
for like a year. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking year and a half.
And this was his time to kind of like
Shine.
settle that shit. We'll just be like, you know
The
what?
dust settle, yeah.
Let's take care of this shit right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also, I kind of feel bad for Scratch sometimes
Why is that?
because I feel like he was one of the first DJs streaming live. Like he was.
He
like-
was, yeah.
Yeah, he was one of the first DJs
He
streaming
had that Scratch
live.
Vision
Yeah.
app.
And then he kind of had to see like D Nice blow up, Clark Kent, and like kick like all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like he's one of those OGs that like.
He don't get his credit.
Well, he just started getting his credit with the verses, right? Because he was killing it, right? Which is what he deserves. And like, I feel like he was just like, now's the time for me to like
let everybody know,
set the record straight on who's the best DJ. Yeah. And it was all I want to say is there was a lot of ego in that arena, man.
Yeah.
Even Karis won, man. He was like,
he was going at Kane. You know, Kane is a class act, man.
I know, yeah.
I was actually really, I was fucking with Kane's energy, man. Like he was really on some like,
he was cool,
smooth dapper. Like, all right, you keep talking that rah rah shit. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, I'm good. I smashed Madonna and Naomi Campbell.
Yeah. Same damn
Yo,
time.
Karis. I got my fedora on.
He was rocking that fedora for real too.
He probably had the Dapper Dan suit on.
Man, he was
with
fly.
those Versace, the red Versace sneakers.
Yeah.
He was clean, man. KRS looked like he just came from a construction job.
He looked like he was just walking. He was walking the streets. He found the mic. He's like, yo,
Rolled on.
Yo, KRS One looked like he finished that Red Lobster and was like, yo, fuck it, I'll go to Barclays. On my way home, I'll stop by Barclays. Oh man, it's like to ask his manager, can I finish my shift early? I got a battle at Barclays. Yo.
He almost walked out with the apron on. I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Yo, but that's what I love about KRS, yo.
Yeah.
I love that he's just like,
he's all about the music.
Yo, and that's what I notice about these rappers too. Like when the rappers or MCs, when they don't give a fuck about how they look and they're all about the skills, they always outshine the other rapper who cares about how he looks a little bit, right? Like Jadakiss and Dipset. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
KRS One just came off like he just took the train there.
Yeah.
Like he don't give a fuck.
Probably did.
Yeah.
He jumped the turnstile.
You can tell he like one of them dudes that don't ever need security.
Yeah.
He don't need nothing, bro. He just walking the streets getting love from everybody. Ain't nobody messing with KRS in the streets.
I just saw the J. Cole show here in Vegas. Shout out to Night Train. Like I actually just landed in Vegas and Night Train was like, yo, come to MGM. I'm like, why? And he's like, Cole's performing. I'm like, fuck, like just
wait,
like,
when was this?
Last night or
No,
yesterday?
Saturday
night.
No
Saturday
way.
night. Yeah.
Wow.
He hit me. I like out of nowhere, and I was like, damn, everyone's working out of town.
Yeah.
So I just roll with him and shit. But yo, like Cole, Cole is just
That's another one.
yeah. He just don't give a fuck.
Like a t-shirt,
He
shorts.
he always
socks.
rocks cutoff sweats.
Yeah.
His Pumas.
But
and
you know,
a tee.
Cole, he'll take the train. He still take the bus.
He rides his bicycle.
Yeah.
Oh well, no. At the last year for Day in Vegas, they had. Oh my gosh, I have like the worst celeb story with J. Cole. That's like the one celeb that just like went horribly wrong. But so after Day in Vegas, like they had a press party in Hakkasan Ling Ling Room for Dreamville. So I'm like, okay, it's just gonna be a regular Ling Ling Room, and there's probably gonna be like a Dreamville table. You have to stop by and say hi to like an A&R. I was like, there's no fucking way like Boz is gonna be there. There's no fucking way J. Cole's gonna be there, right? So after Day in Vegas, I roll up with like dudes, like 5 dudes. I'm like, they're not gonna let me in. They're like, sure, come on in. There was like 100 people in this room. There was no, like, it was literally like so exclusive, and there was like 5 girls. It was like nothing but dudes in this room. And so you go over to the bar and there's like Dreamville cups, and I'm standing there and I'm like fucked up from Day in Vegas, right? And I like turn to my friend and I'm like, yo, is this J. Cole standing right next to me? He's like, yeah. Hoodie, just fucking at the bar by himself. Like no one's even around him. No one's talking to him. And my friend's like, yo, you have to say hi. I'm like, there's no fucking way. Like I'm so fucked up right now. There's no way. So he pushes me, right? And I just remember like saying hi, and then I like don't fucking remember what I said. And like when I come to, I'm like, oh yeah, so like how was your performance? Because he performed at Day in Vegas. And he's like, it was all right, you know? Like, he's like, it wasn't that good. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, and it was really cold.
You were like, okay, it wasn't that good. Cool.
Yeah.
Don't like your hits.
And I was like, were you cold? And like, because I heard it was like real cold outside. And like, he just like looked at me, and then we just started laughing, and I like walked away, and I'm like, this is like the worst.
He asked about the
It
weather.
was like the worst celebrity story I like ever have. But like, it was so cool. Like they were there. I think Night Train was DJing.
No, damn, MoMA DJ that
Yeah.
part.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Someone-
MoMA and
Yeah.
Vegas.
Vegas?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's at the Ling
I don't
Room,
remember
yeah.
this.
Yeah.
You were gone. You were gone. I had to pick.
Yeah,
up Moma from the
actually,
airport.
Moma did because I was
You
supposed to.
picked Moma up from the airport?
Yeah. I did
Why?
because
Did
you
he-
told me to.
I told you to pick him up, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Were you
no.
at the party?
No, I'm just wondering because I'm like, what did you like? What the fuck? I was like,
You were gone.
No, because I thought Moma was like, yo, pick me up from the airport, and you're like, okay. No, that's
I
what
mean, he would have asked me. I would have picked him up too. We ate at Blind Pig downstairs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah,
That's
it was that. You were so
No,
comfortable.
like you're not the only one who's uncomfortable around like celebrities and shit.
Well, like, no, usually it goes really well. I
really?
was just like extremely fucked up. And I also didn't think he was going to be there. I was like, there's no fucking way J. Cole's going to be at the
J.
Ling
Cole
Ling
party?
room. It was a Dreamville, but like everyone was there. But like, I guess my point was that the
Yeah,
whole,
what was the point?
Yeah, because you never.
Because I was wondering.
No, here was my point was that he was just standing there at the bar by himself the whole time.
Yeah.
And like no one even really
No
was
security, no
bugging
nothing,
him, and
yeah.
that's why I was like, is that really him? But like hoodie, chilling, and then like I walk away, and then the person after me is like, "Yo, like your song saved my life." I was like, "Oh, cool." Like I just asked him if he was cold, and I don't even remember half the fucking conversation.
Yo, his fan base is crazy.
Oh, of
like,
course, man.
they're the
Yeah.
most loyal motherfuckers
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
Yo. Like he is, but he reminds me. He has that KRS-One energy to me because
Absolutely.
he would just get on stage and rock, yo. And he's just like, honestly, I saw him at MGM, the Garden Arena. I was just like, yo, it was all packed. It was sold out. I was like, yo, it was insane, yo.
Yeah.
It was just great. Even 21 Savage, I
That-
thought he
yeah.
would be pretty bad.
Like
Yeah.
Miko's back.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah.
But I heard he's been getting better. Like some of the videos I saw before were kind of rough.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Yeah.
kind of new. Like, he was new at the time, but
Yeah. But
It
no,
did
I mean,
look like they did a good job on your story.
yeah. They did
Yeah.
it was fucking. It was a great show, man. It was really a great show.
You're going back, huh?
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
I think I'm gonna check out the LA one and shit.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yo.
But yeah, man.
It's gonna be a groupie.
yeah.
You're gonna follow
when's
J. Cole?
the LA show?
Well, the thing is,
Thursday.
I showed up late because Night Train didn't let me know. Well, because my flight landed late anyway. But
Yeah, you landed at 9.
I wanted to see Boss.
Yeah.
So I want to see Boss perform the Jackie, and I want to do it. I saw Boss for a little bit, and yo, like, it was just dope to see Boss, like, and Eve and all those.
Were you
I
like
haven't seen
standing
them in a
next to
minute.
him or like?
Yeah, like
You're, like, chilling with
But that's what I'm
them?
saying. Like they brought me, like Night Train's like, yo, Cole, come and meet Cole. I'm like, nah, I don't want to.
But how many times have you met Cole though?
But
man?
I don't want to bother these motherfuckers. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
I met Cole once.
I remember I took these motherfuckers to Rhino.
I was with you.
Yeah, you was with me,
Yeah.
and I was taking care of the table. I was like talking with Zachariah. I was like taking care of tables, and then Cole just comes up and puts his hand on my shoulder, and he was like, "What's good, man?" And I shook his hand. I didn't know what to say.
Yeah.
And I was like, "I'll be right back." And I just left.
You never came back.
I just never came
You
back.
knew
Like,
that. Hubbard.
and
Yeah, I
the whole
remember that
time, and the
night,
whole
man.
time afterwards, I'm like, "Damn, you should have been like, it's good to have you back in Vegas,
Yeah.
or say something."
Yeah.
But I'm not good in those situations. Every time I meet like new or the like celebrity motherfuckers or like rappers or whatever, I think my energy is like I don't give a shit about them. But it's like I'm just kind of shy. Like I don't want. We're from New York, so I don't want to like.
Sweat them.
I don't want to sweat them too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who's really good at meeting celebrities? This guy. He's
Oh, yeah?
really good because he knows he has this LA shit down. Like where he meets them and he immediately gives them a compliment.
Yeah.
Right? So like once you give a celebrity or a rapper a compliment, you kind of like draw them in because they're like, oh, okay, like, yeah, thank you, you know? And then he just knows how to fucking
It's because I kind of grew up around it.
But I think
yeah,
J.
'cause
Cole
he's
did-
so LA and Hollywood, like he just
No, I
knows.
grew up around it because of Puff and all that shit.
Yeah,
It was-
he
it's
just knows how to. You know how to talk around. these
Yeah, I know how
motherfuckers,
to
yeah.
move.
But I feel like J. Cole would be like, yeah, what's up? Because I've met J. Cole a couple of times.
Yeah.
And I always got to be like, hey, what's up, man? We met before, that or this, that or that.
Yeah.
yeah, what's up? And I just keep it going.
That's
Like,
one conversation I want to have. I would do anything to talk to J. Cole for like 10 minutes. Because I'm such a big fan.
Yeah.
But I met him once. That's all I remember. And it was through D. But hopefully one day I get to talk to Cole.
Nah, you will.
And it was funny because I was on Instagram and I saw him perform at Light or Daylight.
Daylight.
And then there's like never standing behind Cole while he's performing, and never just like out of it. Like he's like, I'm over this shit.
He was just tired.
Yeah, because it was late already. It was like 5:30, 6 o'clock. I'm like, fuck. I might have had to DJ that night also. That's why I'm
Yeah.
just like, fuck, man.
That was becoming like the grumpy,
man.
DJ, man.
I am, man. I hate that too, man.
Just groaning all the time.
Man. I gotta work tonight? Damn.
But didn't you, Kirk, you do have bad experience with rappers and shit. Didn't you just have one in San Diego recently?
What a segue.
That was good. That was
Good
good,
segue.
Jamie.
Well, yes, Jamie. Matter of fact, I did.
By the way,
did
you've been
have it.
killing it in San Diego on your runs. You just did
Now
a
that you
festival.
mention,
How did
Dude,
you
tell
mention it?
us.
I did have a run-in with another rapper.
You're horrible. What happened, man?
Thanks for passing the mic,
the torch.
Cassidy Jr.
Cassidy.
Wow, you passed that mic like Cassidy.
Nah, you wow. That
Now,
was
whenever I
funny.
hear the term "pass the mic," I think of Cassidy. Hey guys,
Are you ready?
we're gonna rock this to the top and the bottom. Cassidy.
Pass the mic. What up, Shaka Khan?
Jody Watley. What's up, Jody?
What's up, Jody? You chilling? I'm good. Are you ready
Are
to
you
pass
ready?
the mic? He's killing it on BT, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Does he have like a weekly show yet?
No.
No.
I think he ran out of artists to do Pass the Mic.
Dude, you know what? You know what Cassidy would be great as?
What?
He would be like dope as the DJ for like a talk show.
Yeah.
Like he's like
Oh,
the,
Ellen.
like
He
Ellen,
would
yeah.
kill it.
or like like a or anybody like any new talk show. He's just like he has that like Paul Schaefer energy, right? Which is like, hey, what's up? Like that energy.
Get the crowd
Yeah,
hyped
get
up.
the crowd hype.
Yeah.
I could see him doing that, and the way he dresses,
He's
he'd
like a
be
host.
perfect.
Yeah, he's like
yeah,
he's becoming like a personality, right? When you see
he'll
him,
be perfect for like daytime TV.
yeah. I wonder if like if like the people who know him from like the Pass the Mic, do they know of his history as a DJ?
Probably not.
Yeah. I believe
Yeah?
so, man.
I don't think so.
I think so.
Outside of New York, you think motherfuckers?
Oh, okay. That's different.
Yeah. I'm talking about the world, like the country.
No, I
though.
thought you were talking about the performers that's been doing
No,
Pass the
I
Mic.
think the performers definitely know.
They
who
oh,
he
that's
is.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
They-
yeah.
everybody knows
But I'm
him.
saying like all these motherfuckers who watch him on BET.
Oh, yeah, probably
I'm
not.
kind of thinking like, how did this motherfucker?
Land this
They're
Trump.
thinking like, how did he?
Yeah.
Like end up doing all of this shit. They don't know the history of Cassidy and
Yeah.
all of that shit.
No, for sure. I think it's a generation that don't know like who he's DJ'd for. and
Right.
His
It's like the
resume,
same thing with
you know what I
D-Nice.
mean?
They didn't know he
Legendary
was a
birthday
rapper.
parties.
Yeah.
Oh, remember his legendary Cassie's
yeah, man.
birthday
Yeah,
parties?
shit, man.
You and Sean Perry used to like try to sneak in them shit.
We used to go there, yeah. I don't know. Sean had to connect.
Shout out to
See,
Sean.
Bella Biv DeVoe, Bobby Brown, like,
Yeah,
Keep Sweat.
Was he the only one doing birthday parties like that besides Diddy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was all the performances like old school artists.
Right. He was kind of the first to bring the old school artists
Yeah.
back for his birthday parties, right?
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Damn.
Bella Biv could be like, yo, Bella Biv DeVoe, where you get them from?
Well, he had like all of New Edition at one point, no?
Probably, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And I
Anyway,
just-
So back
Yeah.
to you, Kirk.
I want to tell the
So
story.
tell us how you got to the
An
situation.
altercation.
Was it even an altercation though? I don't even know if that was.
It
considered
wasn't.
an
It
altercation.
wasn't. I said I was.
But tell us how you got there, because it's just.
I was DJing in San Diego.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna name the spot.
No.
Just in case. But anyway, I was DJing the shit, and it was just like a lot of shit was going on. It was like hectic. There was like bottle presentations. There was shout outs. There was song requests. And at some point, someone spilled a drink on an actual CDJ.
Ooh.
And then the sound guy was switching out the CDJ. And so like the left one was like, so then there's all this commotion by the DJ booth. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And then security comes up to me, is like, yo, do you know this dude? But I was annoyed, right? Because of
Yeah.
what was going on. I was like, I don't know who the fuck that is, right?
Yeah.
And and then the next morning, right? I get this message. I get a voice message off of what?
Instagram. DMs.
Instagram.
Instagram DMs, yeah.
Yo, my G, if I ever pull up on you in San Diego again, please don't disrespect me like that in front of me. You know what I'm saying?
So wait.
First, you're like, what the fuck?
I'm born and raised here, man. I didn't come up trying to disrespect you or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I was in the city last night and I pulled up. Saying I saw you was DJing, So I try to come introduce myself as is only right, you know what I'm saying, as the artist in the building, you know what I'm saying. Just give me respect as a DJ, and you hella disrespect and just fronted on me. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to introduce myself to the lady that was with you, you know what I'm saying, explain who I was, because I know you was on the tables. And you just completely dissed me, bro. And I don't really appreciate that. I know we haven't met before, you know what I mean? But like I said, I'm born and raised San Diego, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't appreciate that in my hometown, and I hope next time you out here, but man, I hope it's a better introduction if I can happen to pop up in the spot or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that ended up being Rob Stone, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We had that. What was that song? Chill
Bill.
Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah,
a good
That was
song.
a good song.
That was a good song.
Keep playing.
That was a big record, man. Yeah.
It was a pretty big record.
Yeah. It was big on radio, satellite radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was
Played
it
it a lot.
16?
It was a hit.
Yeah.
It was a hit.
Am I supposed to recognize Rob Stone? It's not like he's Bootsy Collins, right?
What?
Why boots?
What are you talking about?
Someone that's really recognizable, right?
Who's
With the
that?
star glass. Who's that?
Like, hey, baby Bubba. Hey,
With the star glasses on?
hey, baby Bubba. Like, how you playing tonight? I'm like, oh, Bootsy. I would know Bootsy Collins coming up. Or even Coolio with the fucking braids.
Yeah.
It's not like Rob Stone got a distinctive ass look.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
It
saying?
could be like some black dude
Exactly.
in the crowd. Yeah.
Exactly. And that's-
Unfortunately, yeah, not trying to diss him, but
yeah, no, but there was I DM'd him and I said, look, there was a lot of shit going on, and I was like, you know, there's a lot of shit going on. I'm
Right,
sorry, I was being an asshole, but it wasn't because of you or nothing, or it wasn't even me. It was like there was a bunch of shit going on. He was like, cool, or whatever.
See, I squashed it.
I mean, there was
you don't
nothing to
have a beef no
squash,
more?
but I was waiting when I was listening to that long ass voice note, right?
Uh-huh.
I was waiting for him to like threaten me in some way. So
Nah,
when he said
no.
the next time you
that's
come
what
back
it
to
sounds
the
like.
city, right?
You got to check in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta check in,
That's
bro.
like you back in San
I've heard
Diego.
he
You
Like,
knocks
damn, I
people
gotta
out.
I gotta check in
gotta
San
check in
Diego.
San Diego now, man.
Imagine if every time I came to San Diego, I had to check in with Rob Stone.
Oh my
like,
God.
yo, by the way, I'm flying in,
Let's grab lunch.
and I might stay till Sunday.
Is that cool?
Is that cool?
that cool?
Taking a pass.
Yeah, that's straight. That's straight. Imagine if I had to do that
Oh
shit.
my God.
He is known for snuffing motherfuckers,
Yeah, I've
though,
heard.
right?
He's knocked out a few people.
He knocked out XXX Tentacion, right?
Yeah, he knocked.
No
some-
way.
Oh
He
yeah.
sucker punched him.
Oh
Well, I
shit.
think he came on stage and he punched him or some shit like that.
No, like, yo, the video is crazy. Rest in peace, XXX
Yeah.
Tentacion. But X was like performing like this ill ass. He was just like singing, and he had his eyes closed in the mic,
Uh-huh.
and then some dude just ran up and snuffed him, and
it
he
was-
just fell like a fucking bowling pin, yo.
Oh
He just
shit.
like he stiffened up and fell. Like it was
Holy
a
shit.
crazy. The shit went viral on Twitter.
Yeah.
It was viral on Twitter,
Yeah,
right?
it was like 2016, 2017.
Jesus.
Like just
man.
sucker punched him while he was eyes. Imagine like imagine how much you could fuck somebody up with their eyes closed, just singing like
Yeah.
this.
Completely,
And he's a little
You know,
dude
like
too.
the chin is out and shit.
completely
yo.
relaxed. Body completely relaxed.
Your body's like your
And your
chin is
forehead,
out.
You're like in the zone.
It's almost like hit me right here, like when you're singing and in the mic and shit. Snuff the
Yeah,
fuck out of
man.
him.
Wow.
That's crazy because I met him maybe a month ago and he just had a calm energy. Maybe he's different now.
I mean, he sounded calm as fuck over
Yeah.
there, right? Yeah, I was
calm
waiting
ones
for
you gotta worry
G.
about, I guess.
I was like, why does this shit happen to me though? That Rob
The
Stone
fact that he
said.
remembered your name and found your
Yeah, I was
Instagram.
gonna say the fact that he
did
messaged
all that
you, he
to hit
DM'd
you up.
He was hurt,
Yeah,
man. He
man.
was hurt.
Damn, you disrespect them.
You
He was- he was
invite him
embarrassed.
to your next gig.
That's actually a good point.
Invite
Like
him
to
to your
actually
next gig?
research my name
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
from the club and then
Yes.
send me a voice note.
Yeah.
He must have been. I must have ruined his night.
He
Yo.
didn't
Yeah.
feel good about that.
I definitely ruined his
For
night.
him to
Yeah.
call you the next day, yeah.
Send you a DM. Voice note
Voice
DM.
yeah.
He might have been with a shorty. He was probably a little
Yeah,
embarrassed.
we didn't touch the
Oh,
city
yeah.
and you fucked it up.
And he probably feels like he's the man in the city.
right?
You know what I'm saying?
He's
He's-
putting on for SD.
Damn, there's no rapper from SD.
Yo,
How
fuck
you,
y'all,
how you
man.
diss,
You
how you
just
diss
diss
him
him.
like that, man?
Nah, I didn't diss him. I didn't do
Rob
nothing.
Stone, the team Rob Stone. Well,
Real
wait,
good.
now you gotta play Chill Bill every time.
What happened? Security came up to you and was like, "Yo, do you know this dude?"
Someone came up to me, like,
Right.
you know,
So they messed up too because they should have been like,
yo, I
Rob
got Rob
Stone.
Stone. Yeah.
he want to know if he can just come holler at you real quick, show some love.
Yeah, yeah.
And you'd have been like,
Thumb
oh, okay,
drive.
like if they say some dude, it's like you thinking he's a
Do
random.
you know him?
No, they
I
just
don't.
literally pointed at his face, like, you know him? And
Yeah.
I was like, You
Yeah,
know?
like,
But
he
you're
didn't-
DJing at the time. You're not
By the
supposed
way,
to be
by the way-
fucking being bothered with people.
I gotta shoot you some belt. You forget every person unless you fucking like really have an interaction with them. You forgetful really, really bad.
No,
So,
I forget names.
everything.
I forget faces. I forget a lot.
You say you forget stuff, but you remember, like when you retell beefs, you remember like every single second of a beef you had with someone.
No, but that's a story. That's not a person.
No.
He
Like
forgets.
I don't know.
He
No, I
forgets
do
people.
forget. I
Yeah.
forget names. Every time I have a talk with him about something, I forget. Like we
"Yo,"
record these podcasts,
and he forgets. But
and
by the time
we have to
stop-
talk about
Oh, I
like,
noticed.
the episode. I'm like, did I say that?
Did we talk about that?
What did we say? Did
about
we
that?
talk about that? Did we talk
You're
about
very
it?
forgetful. Yes.
Jamie's always like, yes, we did talk about that.
Shouts to Rob Stone.
Yeah,
But-
shout to Rob Stone, man. I appreciate the voice note. Sorry
Yeah.
for the disrespect.
But what happened your next time you went to San Diego? This recent time.
Wait. Before we get into that, I want to finish this KRS versus shit
Okay.
because I had some points. I had some questions,
You wrote some
and I
notes.
was gonna ask some questions. And I'm wondering if KRS, right? KRS One obviously has a larger catalog than Kane, right?
Yeah.
And he kept going into the 90s,
Yeah.
and definitely him teaming up with Premier for Return of the Boom Bap and all of that shit.
Definitely put him back on the
Put
map
him back
again.
on that because that
Yeah.
album was insane.
Yeah. Mhm.
With especially the first single, Out of Here, was crazy.
Yeah.
And then he followed up with Step Into
MCs act like they don't know.
MC's acting like they don't know, and then Step Into My World or
Yeah.
whatever, all
Uh-huh.
that shit.
Yeah.
and he had more relevance after that shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then Kane in the 90s,
Kind
I-
of fell off a bit.
well, he started trying to be like the Black Hugh Hefner, right?
Yeah.
He tried to
Like the Black Barry, like the hip hop version of Barry White.
right, man. De La
The
Soul
smooth.
played him out too, right? Didn't they devote a whole song to him, kind of a little bit?
Which song?
When they were talking about the maybe it's like there was a skit they did where they were like, remember all these hardcore rappers trying to do R&B. Remember?
Yeah. Was they going at Kane?
I thought they was going at Kane because at the end of the song they said, "Let's get busy." Remember? And that's what Barry White said. In
I
that,
never put two and two together, but it could have been.
because that's when that was the Kane and Barry
But
White
he was like
song.
he was doing all that
But that was-
R&B shit.
But that was in the beginning of the song. He'd be like, "Let's get busy," and then they imitated that shit.
Damn, man.
You didn't know that?
Nah, I never knew that.
Only reason why I know about it, yeah, because he was like doing what was the Prince of Darkness or some shit.
Yeah. Fucking
Something
he sampled
chocolate.
Pop Life. People on sample Prince Pop Life. He started doing R&B duets with fucking. I forgot who else he did some shit with. But yeah, he was like after the second album, he fell off. He started doing like more R&B, and like his fans wasn't feeling that shit.
Yeah, he had that song like Very Special or something.
Exactly,
Right?
that's what I was trying to think of,
And
yeah.
everyone was hating on him because
Yeah.
he was like, he was doing this R&B shit.
Yeah, it was like, dude, that's not the same Kane that started off with fucking
He started wearing like scarves,
Oh, like the
and
little
ascots.
ascots. Yeah,
He started wearing like purple. He like purple silk shirts, right?
Blouses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blouses.
Yeah.
He started wearing
Blouses.
borderline blouses, right?
Blouses.
But like everyone was playing him from like Four Finger Rings,
Damn.
right?
yeah, that
And
wasn't
gold
the same
chains.
Kane that came out with War.
So wait, it went downhill, kind
After-
of with like because I Could Do It Right.
Yeah, exactly. That was the third
But that
album.
was a dope song.
A Taste of Chocolate.
Taste of Chocolate. Pause.
They had some decent
God
songs
damn.
in there.
Yeah, that's a wild name.
Because I Could Do It Right.
Yeah,
Because I thought that was a good song, but he didn't perform that at the verses.
he didn't. Nah,
See, I thought that would have been better than some of the freestyles that he did.
I know. Yeah, I wasn't feeling those freestyles. That was like kind of unnecessary.
That was definitely like I can see that was Scratch's idea.
You think so?
When he dropped, he's like, "Let's do this for the young kids."
Yeah.
Jada Kiss did great when he did this.
And he started like trying to rap on like the freestyle shits.
Uh-huh.
But it was a reach. He
Yeah.
could have done because I Could Do It Right.
Could have did that.
Could have done some more album cuts. I think if he dropped Very Special, I think that still would have been all right.
Nah.
Nah?
Nah, I don't think so.
On some
That was-
R&B shit.
That was too R&B-ish, yeah. And then what Karis want to come back with? Like, fuck this R&B shit, man.
But Kane thought he had like the up tempo shit in the bag,
Yeah.
and that's what I kind of wanted to talk to y'all about. Is that with Kane, he has like four hits. Like a lot of his hits are up tempo,
Like 120 BPM?
120 BPM,
up, yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking like, like how many hits are there actually in 120 BPM? Like is
Hip-hop
is
hits.
that hip hop hits?
I mean, back in the days, it was a lot.
But like,
But I feel like going into the 90s, they kind of stopped doing
they
that.
stopped doing that shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So my only thing is like, it doesn't have at a party. I don't know if it has like the
momentum?
playability. Like
But it depends,
the constant
because
rotation.
You said in the 90s
know what
it
I'm
kind of
saying?
fell off,
Kind of, yeah.
but I feel like Luke kind of kept that going though. Is that different?
No, but you wouldn't do that at like a New York hip hop party in the 90s.
So y'all wasn't dropping like Scarred and It's Your Birthday and all that shit, like them up tempo
Nah,
high,
nah.
Freak Nasty.
That probably wasn't really getting run at New York parties till the 2000s.
no way.
You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
maybe like late 90s.
Late 90s,
Fletch
2000s.
started,
Yeah.
Folk Master Fletch started playing that shit.
Yeah.
Because he was playing on the radio also.
Because when I was a youngin', like I would go with my older sister, and those was like the hits, like It's Your Birthday, Scarred, Freak Nasty, The Dip, like all them up tempo joints.
Yeah,
you
they
know what I
wasn't
mean?
doing that in New York.
Yeah.
I think maybe that was like more of a because you know what, like New York, we had such like everyone was so boom bap and backpack.
I
in the
Wanna
mid-90s.
Rock.
But
Yeah.
Luke was getting some love in New York.
He was, but only because the videos was showing half naked girls.
Exactly, yeah.
And everyone wanted to see
Pop
half
that
naked
pussy.
girls. Even Kane said that. Remember, who was he saying? He was talking about somebody. He was like, me and Craig G, we would watch The Box, and
Oh, he said they pops when we be watching it together.
they'd be watching
Just to see the half naked girls.
the half naked girls. That's the only reason motherfuckers used to order that video on The
Yeah.
Box,
Mm-hmm.
is to see those videos and shit.
That's crazy.
But yeah, it started becoming in rotation. But I'm wondering, like, yo, like, I was thinking, like, yo, there's not many 120 BPM hip hop hits.
Nah.
It's a few.
It's a few, but there's not like, I mean, think about anything in the 90s or the 100 BPM. It's like fucking thousands, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like
100%.
compared to like 120, like off the top of your head, what could you name?
Chubb Rock. Treat 'Em Right.
Treat 'Em
Yeah.
Right.
Heavy D. Now that we fell in love. No?
Okay.
Got your own
It
thing.
Takes Two,
It takes
Yeah.
two.
Mhm.
right?
It's like 115,
White
114.
Lines.
Mm-hmm.
White Lines. If you want to go, if you
some,
want to go
some
to the
Public Enemy shit.
Public
Welcome
Enemy.
to the Terror Dome.
right?
Well, you say pop, correct?
If you want to go pop, like
Like
Bust a Move,
Kiss
all that
You
shit.
Back, Digital Underground.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But there's not many. Like, I mean, we could
We're
keep
really
going on and
struggling
on.
though right now to find a few.
I mean, we're not doing the research. Like, what will be the newer ones in 120? Like, when was
Probably like Plies, Hypnotize. That was a
I
good
don't,
record.
how do you remember that record?
Well, since we, I know, right?
That's a playable
I was
record.
gonna say Outkast.
Like a Bombs Over Baghdad.
No.
Oh,
The
like
Way You Move?
The Way You Move.
I'm going to say Akon.
American Boy.
The Akon shit with Eminem.
Oh, Smack That.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smack that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, if we're pulling that song out, then-
I know.
Yeah, that's
When you say
horrible.
Prize, that was in that
That's
same
a way
era.
better record.
what was the last 120 BPM hip hop hit? 120 BPM. What was the last one?
Hit.
Yeah.
Dude.
I was gonna say Jack Harlow, but it wasn't a hit. I liked it though.
The one with Bryson Tiller.
Yes. The
That's why
through the night.
Through the Night.
Yeah.
That was a good record though.
She
She
That's a
Wants
really
to
good record.
Move? No. She Wants to Move is like
Was
one
that hip-hop, though?
17.
I know.
It's
And then
NERD.
Kanye had a few,
alternative.
but he was singing. Like Love Lockdown was an R&B record.
Yeah, it's not it.
Black Skinheads though.
Yeah.
That was above
That was a dope
120.
record. Yeah.
But
That was
I was thinking, like, is that a dead BPM for fucking rap? Because even that City Girls Twerkulator song,
Yeah, that was rough.
130?
like on paper, that should have been a hit, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah, I thought it was going to be bigger, but
Yeah.
it's not even on my radar.
I swear,
to play.
all the old, like the OG DJs were like, "Yo, this is," because the formula is a hit, right?
Yeah.
The way the
Yeah.
formula is, it's like, yo, Planet Rock, right?
yeah.
Fucking, Percolator, Twerkulator.
Exactly,
This is
yeah.
a hit. This is gonna be a hit. But
Do a video with some ass shaking.
yeah,
it's a
but it
City
didn't
Girls.
work, yo.
Nah, not at all, man.
Why didn't that record work?
I don't know.
It also came out during a weird time.
Nicki Minaj. She had she
Yeah,
sampled
shit
Baby
up.
Got Back.
Oh,
yeah.
Anaconda.
Anaconda. Yeah.
But you would play that
Anaconda.
at like a 65, right?
But you know what? Yeah. See that I see that more as a halftime than,
Okay.
than a
Yeah.
double time, right?
True,
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
Because of the drums, right?
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
yeah.
I would have given that to you if it was if
I
it
know,
had
nah,
faster
just that-
drums.
Yeah.
But the way they did the drums was like 65. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I
Good
think
call.
the-
Good call.
The fastest record I could think of probably is Uno, and that's like 110,
Nah.
111.
That's not even
like-
hip hop. That's cumbia.
120. I feel like
Yeah.
120 is a dead BPM for hip hop right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's been for the
Yeah.
past 10 years?
Easy.
You want to say
Yeah.
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
more?
Well, I think
More.
it
A little bit longer.
can still
More.
have
110.
life. It just has to be the right track and the right people on it. Like,
But that's what I'm saying. It's so hard.
I want to say 15
have that
years
song.
minimum.
What was that really good song that was Wild Child? You're a wild youngster.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Nez?
Yeah. Nez, yeah.
That should have been a hit.
Yeah.
And
we
that
spoke
didn't even
about
make
that.
it
Yeah.
too. That was a big hit.
Yeah.
But that was 110.
Yeah, it was 110.
You told me it would be great if it was 120.
It would.
What
be
was the
great
other
if it
joint with Ty
120.
Dolla $ign? And Kanye?
Ooh.
Fade.
Fade?
No. That's
Oh, the other one, the one you play, Crook. The one I ask you about all the time. The one I'm like, I never heard this record.
It came out this year.
Ego Death?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's like one.
Oh, never mind. That's not.
No, that's like
But I
110.
feel like that's like
120.
No, it's 110.
Yeah, that's a tough BPM, man. Like I wish there was more go-to records, like because I end up finding myself playing like Kulo, Nina Sky,
yeah.
like all those records around that tempo. You know what I mean?
But you don't really play nothing
Elephant
new.
Man, yeah, it's throwbacks.
You know
A
what?
lot of
I've been
throwbacks.
struggling sometimes because I don't like playing transition records.
Mhm.
I don't
Yeah.
like playing shit that's 100 BPM and then it like speeds up to like, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't like doing that. Yeah.
I never liked those records, by the way.
I don't like doing that. I like playing I like speeding up naturally
Yeah.
with the records.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
like it's always a struggle to go from 110 to 120.
Mhm.
It's always a fucking struggle if you want to keep it hip hop.
Because what's in that range between 120, 110 and 120 right
a lot
now?
of
Like
pop records.
Dakiti, I can say I always fucked that word up.
Dakiti, yeah.
Dakiti, Say So, Doja Cat,
Uno.
Uno.
If you speed up my type, it's kind of
Yeah.
fast. You can get to
My
like
type is like
115.
105.
You can get to like 112. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
you kind of get there.
It's always a
Damn.
weird. It's a weird dynamic.
Yeah, that's what I'm
right
saying.
there.
I
Like
mean, but
that
then you-
110 to 120 in hip hop.
Yeah.
Like you
you don't really
have
have
that shit. Yet.
Unless you no, but that's more pop. The promiscuous girl.
There's
the
a lot of like
Timberland
pit bulls and
Oh,
flow riders in that
Timber.
area.
run. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pit bulls,
Timberland.
flow riders, Timberlands.
Timberlake, yeah.
Yeah,
I think Missy
Timberlakes.
has like gossip
Yeah.
folks.
Milkshake
Yeah.
is around there too.
Yeah,
Oh
milkshake.
yeah.
But there's no real hip hop.
It's all throwback shit, all 2010 and older.
Mhm.
Really,
I don't know where I was going with that point.
that's a
but-
good. I mean, but
Well, you were saying like by the mid 90s, the 120 hip hop was a rap.
were you kind of like correlating it to like Kane?
120.
Maybe and not translating to like the verses, like with what he was doing, like with his songs.
Well, I was just kind of noticing that his hit songs like what Wrath of Kane, Warm It Up Kane,
Mm-hmm.
Enough Respect,
Yeah.
Set It Off.
Mm-hmm.
They're all up tempo 120, and he was like kind of like saying no one could rap like this fast. No one's rhyming on 120 BPM.
Yeah,
I was like, yo, he got a point. But then I'm like, you don't really hear his records getting run too often
Mhm.
And
because
plus-
not many motherfuckers are doing sets at 120 BPM
Mhm.
for throwback hip hop
Yeah.
Yeah.
because it's so limited.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, you can only play some shit
It's like, like I said, treat them right.
treat them right. I mean,
Warm it
you,
up.
you play like UMCs, right?
I mean, De La Soul,
Yeah.
Me, Myself, and I.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I like that record.
Or yeah, like some of those, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Kiss You Back. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Like you can't even.
You gotta really reach.
Maybe Groove is in the Heart, the Q-Tip verse.
Yeah,
You know, shit like that. The Creator, Pete Rock and CL Smooth.
That's mhm.
That was like a go-to. I remember it was like Treat 'Em Right, The Creator,
Warm It Up, Kane.
Woman, It Takes Two,
Maybe.
and then Juice. Like Juice, you could kind of play.
Yeah.
Know the Ledge.
Yeah.
Because that shit was fast.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, I'll go into hot music or something.
Yeah, you go into like.
I feel like it was always that mix around there. Like
Yeah.
Set It Off for hot music
Yeah.
around Juice and
Yep.
shit. What do you call it? Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was a good battle. I really didn't like. I thought I was kind of disappointed with Scratch.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
You mean the DJ battle? You didn't like that either?
I mean the DJ. Oh, so wait, this was the $1 million DJ battle, right?
Wait, did y'all watch that?
Yes.
I didn't. I
We
missed
saw
that.
too.
How was it?
That was horrible.
It's bad.
It was really bad. Yeah.
It was a black girl and a guy, right?
And a black guy.
Yeah.
If we're putting race in, yeah, it was a black
Yeah.
guy and a black girl.
Was it like a 3-style set?
It's sure trying to be some numerology.
It was like wordplay.
Uh huh.
You know what, man? Yo, the woman DJ, she was doing this juggling bit, and it was crazy because the needle was. I've never seen a needle
jump like that.
jump on the record like there was an earthquake in New York.
Yeah, it was like boom, boom, boom.
It
she was like-
she wasn't even catching the juggle.
Yeah.
You just saw the needle jumping up, and the cameraman knew because he kept zooming in on that shit, didn't he?
It was more,
He probably thought it was
Like the
cool.
cameraman was like, "Oh
He probably
shit,
thought it was
nah."
cool.
yeah.
Damn,
She-
man.
Maybe
she
he
was
thought it was-
She was trying to do juggles, and it wasn't even like
was more
on
like a
beat. It was just
off.
like it was pretty bad.
That shit was
man.
not a juggle.
So
I
wait,
want to
who-
know who casted or who booked those two DJs to compete. It was,
So
Well,
was this
everyone-
the final for the $1 million?
No.
Those two?
Ah, bro,
But this was
really.
like a
I think
round.
so. I think this is the final.
I don't know because I saw
No
people
way.
post the top 16 emails. Like everyone posted their top 16 email. Like you've been selected.
Oh, so it's the top 16.
Top 16, yeah.
That was pretty bad.
No juggles.
That was like, I've been DJing for like 6 months or a year.
6 months, 2 months.
No.
Well, maybe not that many people apply. Well, I would say
Oh,
that.
no,
But
I'm
I mean,
sure they had hundreds
for
of-
$1 million, yeah.
Or maybe even
But it
thousands
never
of
got
entries.
out.
It doesn't matter because you know why? No matter who wins, no one's going to be happy with it.
No.
Can you imagine the amount of DJs who's going to hate on a DJ
Talk
winning
mad
$1 million?
Yeah. Because they was even hating on the dude that won Master the Mix.
Which one? Who was it?
The last winner. Because he was doing DJ gigs. He even came to Vegas, and I think he played. I won't say the venue, but I remember he played, and dudes was like, "Yo, this motherfucker."
I know who you're talking about.
Oh, just because he win Master the
But
Mix,
that was
he out here in Vegas.
We kind of
but
know
then-
him though.
Yeah.
Oh, JCO.
I was gonna say JC.
Oh, he won?
Yeah.
Oh, he did win.
He won
Yeah.
Yeah,
he
but
won-
JCO is a good DJ.
Yeah,
Yes,
but people
yeah.
was still hating because he was
Yeah.
doing like his real like. He was very heavy in his trap bag.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
a lot of his remixes and edits, and DJs was like, "Why he coming out here doing this?" He think because he.
No. But JCO is like a rare, like, he's definitely,
Yeah. He's another San Diego dude, right?
No, he's New York.
Nah.
New York. I'm sorry.
What? Pittsburgh, isn't he?
Is he?
Yeah.
He's not in New
living
York.
He's not. Well, he was living in New York.
Yeah.
I thought he was from New
I
York.
think he's from
Nah.
Pittsburgh because he.
I could see that.
I remember he said that he used to open up for Wiz Khalifa and all this shit. On
Oh,
the show.
okay.
I just remember dudes was hating on him because they was tight that he won the show and he was getting love
But he was
with
good.
Red Bull.
Yeah.
He was touring.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was doing his thing.
He was at 100 episode, hanging out.
Oh, he was.
Yeah, he was hanging out. Yeah.
He used to come to New all the time, but he was in town.
I don't
Oh, he
remember.
did. He did. I told you I forget shit,
I
yo.
felt like I was the ambassador. I used to like greet all these motherfuckers that they came to town. I'd be like, "Yo, come stop by."
Yeah.
I was
New
the
was
ambassador.
definitely like the hub for DJs when it was open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but no matter who wins, DJs are gonna hate on them. I
Yeah,
feel like
of
it's like,
course.
remember they had like Last Comic Standing. Everyone, like all the comedians,
No,
never
no.
respected.
Remember when fucking MoMA won the Red Bull shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, in Brooklyn.
And everybody was hating on him.
Well, he beat JCO.
and he beat Boogie Blind.
And they was hating on him.
JCO was hating on Momo too.
Yeah, exactly.
But it was competition, so it's understandable.
Uh-huh.
But you also gotta understand, like JCO came up there and did like a routine, and Momo just winged it.
Yeah.
And he played records. I remember Boogie Blind said that.
I
to
never
us.
forget when MoMA dropped the Jackson 5. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, he was there?
No, it was on YouTube.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, he just dropped the
He
Jackson.
just, they was like, what the? And he won that shit.
Yeah.
That's kind of amazing.
And you
though,
could
at the
tell
same
everybody was
time.
mad too. They was just like, cause they was practicing for weeks to do this battle.
Yeah,
like
everyone,
you said.
everyone had like, I think JCO brought like cheerleaders out.
Yeah,
He had like a whole stage show,
Yeah.
and Momo just like was backspinning songs and just dropping a soca song, and then the place was just wilding out to soca. And I think
Okay.
Suji was the judge, right?
Yeah.
yeah, uh huh.
And
It was
Suji was,
Sujit and Vice, I think.
and everyone was like, "How could you vote for Momo?" Like he was like, "Yo, he rocked the crowd the hardest, yo."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
And
is
that's
the
really what it's all
difference.
about, right? That's what freestyle is supposed to be about.
I guess, yeah. But even Momo didn't take it seriously. He was just
Yeah.
like, "Oh, cool."
But
He was,
the dudes that
he
took
was
it
just like,
serious
"Yo,"
was tight.
he was like, "Yo, Crook, I just won the 3-star, the Red Bull." I'm like, what? I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, I just won. It's like, I gotta go to the finals. I don't know if I'm gonna go. It's like that. It's just like that's. I think that's what pissed everyone off
Yeah, he didn't take
because
it
he was
serious.
he was just like, yeah,
He was like, yeah, whatever.
He's like, I'm around.
I
let
think
me
it
just
was
do
like some last minute shit that he entered some shit. I remember he said something like that. He wasn't like, yeah, he just knew the crowd because it was in Brooklyn and he knew what to play for that crowd.
it's like if you played the lotto every day for 20 years, and then you mentioned the lotto to like your coworker, and then they just win the next one.
they pick it up. Yeah,
That's what it's
Hit
like.
Check numbers.
They hit the mega bucks.
We're like, wow, this was fun. I won.
yeah.
And you're like,
Like, yo, this is
motherfucker, I've been doing this for 20 years.
I spent
They
all
like-
this money.
They like come in one day, yo, this is my last day at work. Like what? Like, oh yeah, just hit the lottery. Like, you motherfucker.
Yo, thanks for suggesting it. Like, I've been playing this shit for 20 years. Motherfucker. Totally see that shit going. Yo, is there anything else to talk about? Oh, yeah. Oh, you know what? Before I forget, I want to give a shout to, oh man, so many DJs. I just did a blended festival in San Diego. Shout to Kalika. I was hanging out with Scooter, Dynamics. Yo, shout to Dynamic. Dynamic is like, this dude used to open for me like 10 years ago.
Me too, yeah.
Remember? He used to open
San
for us
Diego.
at Stingery in San
Yeah.
Diego. And he's
doing
fucking
his thing.
killing it right now. Bro. He's like, He's like the lead reggaeton DJ.
Latin DJ out there.
Yeah.
And he comes out here a lot to do the stuff with Jason.
Yeah, he's tapped in with the artists. He's doing amazing, man. He was on. It's dope because there were like different stages at the Blended Festival we were doing, and I was on like the small stage, and he was on the big stage.
That's crazy.
And he had Randy and Jowl. They performed Se Acabó and all that shit. I think they had Nessie perform. He was on she's on the Bad Bunny record, right?
Yeah, Yo Persona.
But he was like hosting that. That was his whole. That was his. He was like on the main stage at like kind of a main time slot.
Yeah.
But I was like, yo, you killing it, bro. It was nasty.
That's dope.
And he stopped by my gig afterwards, and I gave him the mic, and we were kind of rocking back and forth. And his boy got on and hopped on. It was dope. I mean, yo, I'm really, really happy for his glow up and shit. Hanging out with Chaos too.
Yeah.
Yo, the San Diego DJs, man, they just the coolest. Mike
They are,
Carbonell.
man. Yeah.
Mike
that's a
Carbonell.
homie. Yeah.
You know, it's like so many good people. Q was there.
Yeah.
Shift. Shout to all of them, man. Yeah.
I saw Dioro was on the bill, but I also
Dioro killed that shit.
I
think
love
that
Dioro.
I was on the main stage, like hanging out, and I saw the Dioro show. Like that motherfucker killed.
I'm a
it.
big fan of Dioro.
He's fucking nasty. Man.
I told you, I'm like, yo, I have these fucking Dioro edits that you might want to use. He's like, he's on the fucking bill with me. I was like, oh shit.
I posted this Do Not playlist from Nelly, and
that was interesting.
Everyone was wilding out about it.
Really?
Yeah, but it was just an odd collection of songs
that you would never have played.
Well, I wouldn't have played it anyway, but I mean, some of them I would have maybe played.
there was
some of them
look
look like bangers.
Yeah. But you could tell he was doing a Rest in Peace set. So everyone was like, he had Bismarcky, you know, don't play any Bismarcky, Just a Friend. He had it twice.
I saw DMX.
DMX, Black Rob, Whoa. He had Shock G, like Humpty Dance.
Okay,
so it was like, you could tell, like everyone was like, why is he listing all these songs? I'm like, it's obviously part of a Rest in Peace set that he's going to run through all the songs and all of that. But yeah, that was pretty interesting. I didn't catch Nelly's set though and whatnot.
Did you catch Joe Maz's set?
Joe Maz was on the bill with me. Yeah. It's funny when I landed in San Diego, I think he was on my flight. He was in front of me, like. And then when we landed, I was like, so the airport and the festival is like really close to each other. You can almost walk there.
Yeah.
But it was like, and our hotel was right near the festival. It was like the marina right there. So like, you could almost walk there, but there isn't like a distinct pathway there. So when I got down, I was like, I'm just gonna walk there. I'm trying to get my steps in.
No, that's like a New York mistake.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna walk there, and I'm walking. I see Joe Maz, right? And he's looking at Ubers. He's like, and I'm like, yo, what's up? Actually, I went like that, and he looked up.
Do you really?
Yeah.
What?
That's my new thing. I do that to motherfuckers because they get real mad.
Shout out to Joe.
They be like, imagine you walking by someone's like, you be like, yo,
like
what the fuck?
Like you a puppy.
Can't call her that.
So I did that to him, and he was like, yo, what up? So we was like, yo, what up? And then we were like, yo, I was like, I'm just gonna walk it because it's like right here. I'm like looking at Google Maps, like it's like 10-minute walk.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck it, let's go. So we're walking, and it was like fucking 30 minutes to get there. It was it was a fucking trek, yo. It was insane. But anyway, yeah, I was walking with him. He's having a daughter.
Oh wow!
Damn.
You know, he's just like, you know, talking about life and shit. And it was good, man.
Yeah.
But everyone was fun. Yeah, everyone's. You know, for me, man, it was like good because it was like, you know, it's like, you know, outside of all the politics and the conspiracies, you know, it's like he's a real dude.
Yeah.
And you know, everyone deserves a good life. He has a wife. He has a kid. He's you know.
So I didn't talk politics. You always just...
I for one thing, I definitely, because sometimes he would text me, right? He would send me conspiracies, or he would send me like information, right? He would send me links he would just text it.
Yeah.
And I just always ignore it, and I always respond, how you doing, man? How's the family? I take it on a personal level because I don't want to talk about the politics of shit.
Yeah.
Because I feel like for me, there's so many motherfuckers that I know that voted for Trump who I know are good people. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't really explain what the fuck it is. And I don't know if it's as black and white as this dude's a racist. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the explanation. But there's plenty of motherfuckers that I know who are actual good people who voted for Trump. You know what I'm saying? Some of them made a mistake. Some of them just believe in his policies.
Yeah.
Some of them don't trust this person or that person.
Some of it's just financial.
Yeah. A lot of it is financial,
Yeah,
bro.
most of it
A
is
lot of it
financial.
is fucking financial.
I don't think a lot of people believe what he believes if they vote for him, if they're good people.
But, you know, regardless, it was just like, it was good. It was just, because I'm happy. Like, he's going to have a daughter. You know, he's talking about him and his wife preparing, you know, like the baby's room and all of this shit. It's just like
Crazy.
And I'm just thinking, like, you know, even if you don't agree with the motherfuckers' policies and all of this shit, do they not deserve to have a good life? You know? Like, should they just, what are we going to do with all these people, right?
And that's what I always thought about Joe, because I remember I worked with him for years, opening for him at Hyde.
Yeah.
And so when all this conspiracy stuff started happening, all I could see was the good dude I knew.
Yeah.
So I looked past that, and I always try to see through that. But people are like, nah, man, like, why you still cool with this dude? And I'm like, that's his view. He's entitled to that. He's entitled to those views, just like he's entitled to what religion he believes in. He's entitled to how he lives his life, what he eats. Like, all these things, they're personal choice. Like, and all I can do is, I don't have to support that, but I can still be cool with him and support him as the person. Like you're saying, like the family man, the person, he's a good dude. He might be a little wacky with his views, but that doesn't take away from him being a good person. You know what I mean?
And I think it's really easy to talk about motherfuckers you don't know.
Yeah.
Or you like it's easy to say shit about people too through an app or something. But it's like, yo, to have a conversation with that motherfucker and speak as disrespectful and as blatantly like rude on Twitter, the way motherfuckers say shit.
Yeah.
Like I don't like some of the shit I see on Twitter and like what motherfuckers say, I literally am like, yo, this dude does not go out at all. Because like motherfuckers who go out and who are outside, they don't even talk like that. Yo.
Nah.
They don't speak like that. But I mean, it was good to see Joe Maz, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm, you know, I'm happy for, like, you know, he's going to have a kid. Like, am I supposed to think like, yo, this motherfucker shouldn't work? Like he should be homeless?
Right.
You know what I
A
mean?
lot of people feel that way though.
You know what I'm saying? Like he should be banished from America. Like what is the solution to this?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In the end of if there's a fucking if my house was on fire, he was my neighbor, Joe Maz would 100% be in there trying to help a motherfucker and save motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know.
I know I was gonna be like, but also,
Like, no, you were in the mask.
You think he's gonna like kick down the door and be like, "Did you vote for Biden?"
Just leave.
I was gonna help you.
I had the hose right here.
He just spills the water.
He's like saving me. I'm on his shoulder. He's like dragging me out of the. He's like telling me about mask mandates and shit. Dragging me out the fire.
I told you, folks, he was.
Where's your mask now, motherfucker? Huh?
I can't save you now. Shouts to Joe, man.
What I wanted to do is I wanted to do an IG story. I wanted to give him a shot, and I wanted to take a shot with him. And I'd be like, yo, you know the vaccine wasn't that, right? I just wanted to I would have told him to like spit it out, you know, like that. I was like, that would have been funny. I was like, that's gonna go viral. But yeah, that was a fun time, man. But yeah, there was everyone was DMing me like, yo, man, what you gonna do when Joe Maz is on the same bill as you? What you gonna do with him? Like, I don't know. I'm gonna fucking
What you
smack.
supposed to do?
I'm gonna break the CDJ on his head. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you think I'm gonna do, man?
Push him off the stage.
Kick him.
This is literally someone who's never done anything wrong to a motherfucker ever.
Yeah.
Like I've never. I mean, besides the shit that he fucking spews on Twitter.
Or the links that he sends you.
Yeah, I mean, goddamn, these fucking links. I'm like, why are you sending me this
I
shit?
remember that one time you got upset.
I'm like, did you have a good meal? How was your day today? What'd you have for lunch? I'm literally asking him any question.
Regular shit.
Let's talk about anything else besides what the fuck you want to talk about.
Humanizing the motherfucker, yeah.
Did you see Squid Games?
No.
Did you finally saw that, huh? Never?
I did.
You liked it?
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
Are you gonna dress like that?
I am actually. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's,
of course you
I
are.
ordered my costume already.
Just don't
That'd be
do yellow
comfy.
face. Don't go in there with yellow face or anything,
Oh,
right?
I'm not gonna do that.
I swear to God, that's all Halloween is gonna be.
I know.
It's
Man.
just everyone's gonna be in Squid Games outfits.
Yo, imagine
pink
having that
ones?
tracksuit already, like just wearing that tracksuit on the reg, and then now it's like fucking huge.
That's all in my feed.
Mm-hmm.
Like my feed is just Halloween costumes for Squid Games.
Y'all dressing up?
What?
I never dress up on Halloween.
I think I'm gonna do Bane.
I got a gig.
You
so
gonna
I
do
gotta,
who?
You're gonna be Rick James again.
I'm gonna do
for
Bane.
for the 8th year.
No, I'm usually DMC. I get a fedora with the gold chain and a fucking pair of
You're
pizzazz.
either DMC or like Rick James.
I was
One of
only
those.
Rick James 1 year, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna do. I'm
Did
gonna
you
do.
hear what he was?
I'm
What
gonna
he
do.
was
I'm gonna do Bane.
from Batman.
Yeah,
But
Are
you're
you gonna
black.
have like
I know. But it's perfect. I got the bald head. You know what I'm saying? I put the mask on.
I don't know how I feel
I don't know
about
what
you.
multiverse you're gonna be in, buddy.
Making Bane Afrocentric like that. Man.
I already ordered it.
I think it's gonna look good. I think D's gonna look.
You know why?
good.
He just wants to show off his muscles.
I was gonna say-
show off your muscles and shit.
On the ground.
You can go
Y'all
with no
been in-
shirt, no
yeah,
shirt,
no shirt.
no shirt.
So, Crook, you're not dressing up for Halloween
I
this
never
year.
dress up for Halloween.
You was dressed up before.
Never.
You
I
have.
did it once. Once.
What
He
was
was
he?
a Scream, the Scream character, right?
Once. That was my first year in Vegas. And I said, I'm never doing this again. I never did it in New York. I never did it. I never
I
dressed
feel
up
like
in New
that's
York.
a lot of New York people don't dress up.
They do.
Nah,
They do.
right?
That's
Yeah.
like
I
the
feel
biggest,
like-
the biggest Halloween
is, yeah.
festival out there, yo. Black
Yeah.
Bane over here.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be shirtless?
Yeah,
I mean, I'm probably like
he's
a
not
tank
gonna
top
wear
or
the
something.
shirt.
I'm gonna wear like the little.
He
the
gonna
little-
rip it
little
off
vest,
during his set.
The vest and like the little face cover and all that.
You know, you're just gonna look like an S&M character, right? He's not gonna. He's gonna look like the
Don't
gimp
say
the
that,
gimp
no.
From Pulp Fiction.
What made you say Bane, D?
I always wanted to do that character.
Oh, okay.
JB, are you dressing up for Halloween?
No, fuck no.
Why not?
What am I gonna do? I'm not.
Wait,
no.
you're gonna have a Halloween party for your
You got to dress up for your
for
party.
that Thursday.
for
yeah.
that Thursday.
So you gotta
dance
dress
with
up,
me.
eh?
So you gotta
Ah.
dress up then.
It's your party.
I don't know. I might just go the Run DMC route.
You should be
too.
naughty Santa Claus.
Oh,
That
I
would be
do
dope.
have
You
that.
know
I do have
what?
the costume.
You should
That
be
would be
Big
dope.
Pun.
I like the Santa Claus though. I like the Santa
That's a
Claus.
heavy
That's
dude.
not.
Back of the back of the back of the.
Dead in the middle of literally.
You have,
Yo,
like-
Big Pun is good
Yeah, right?
with a do rag.
Yeah.
You just need.
Oh, he had like a wave cap. No.
yeah, he had a do rag, right?
He had
wore
a do-rag, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a wave.
He would do rag, and then wait. He would need a do rag, and he would need like a yellow jean jacket matching outfit, right?
Yeah.
Yellow
And
jean
maybe, like,
jacket,
a beige
yellow
one.
jeans.
He used to have the goggles on the album cover. He had the goggles.
Yeah. I already have the Tims.
And we can make a fake Terror Squad chain.
TS.
We can.
There we go, man.
We can make
See?
one out of cardboard, and we can
And-
spray it like gold, or
yeah.
whatever.
That
Yo,
would be dope,
you
man.
have to be Big Pun, son.
He's-
I'm gonna take in consideration for sure.
And then
I like
Bossa Nova should be what? Who should he be?
Tony Sunshine.
Tony Sunshine.
He should
He
be
was Puerto
Remy Ma.
Rican.
He should be Remy Ma.
Damn, man.
Remy and Pun never crossed paths, right? No.
Did they?
That's a good question.
I don't think
They
so.
had to.
I
no?
think so.
Really?
When
No,
did
they
Sorry.
did. They did cross.
Sorry, that was
They
a
just
random
never put
question.
anything. They just never did any music
Because that
together.
would have been disgusting.
But they did come across. They made. She was part of the Terror Squad when Pun was still alive.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you know this?
Because you know me, I love
You grew up-
TS, but I
you
don't
from New
remember that
York.
shit.
I don't remember. What was the first record we heard Remy Ma?
Annie Up.
And yep.
What year was Annie Up, Nev?
2000.
Well, that was the first time we heard Remy Ma. Was Annie
It's
up?
the first time I remember
I've
hearing
heard
it.
it. Yeah.
Nah, she had something else besides that.
Before?
Yeah. Why the fuck was she on that record? On the Annie Up remix? How did
That's the
she
first.
end up
That's
on
the
it?
first I remember her. Was
Was
Annie Up? I don't remember anything before her.
Because she said, "I wish I could bring Big Pun back." Bitch, run that.
Oh
Bitch,
yeah,
run.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
You think she was just in the studio and they were like, "Yo, hop on this"?
I think so. I
Yeah,
don't
that
know.
is
Maybe, I, don't
I
know,
mean, she
maybe.
is a good MC. Do not say the
she's
least.
nasty.
Yeah, she's incredible.
But what would have been her relation to getting on that record?
She must have just been in the studio, right?
Yeah.
Well, that was on Loud Records. I know Pun was on Loud.
Yeah.
And you think
Steve
she was
Rifkin.
maybe signed?
Maybe, yeah.
Early on, I mean, that is the Foxy
MLP
era.
Loud, MLP Annie Up that was on Loud?
Yeah.
I guess it was.
Damn.
That was on their second or third album.
I'm remembering the album cover, like the vinyl cover now.
Mhm,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're right. Yeah, you're right. That's interesting.
Yeah.
There's a story behind that. Maybe we'll have Remy Ma on here one day.
Maybe, yeah.
Please.
Or maybe Papoose.
I mean, they're
Papoose.
married. So yeah.
Imagine having Papoose. And
Papoose.
When are we?
Papoose.
Papoose.
Don't say it like you sound like you said
Papoose.
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 Pupusa, yeah.
Papoose.
Papoose. Uh-huh.
Are we ever gonna get artists on here? I think what's the only artist that we had on here? Sadat
Sadat
X.
X.
That's it.
fun. That
Lil
was
Jon?
fun.
I mean,
Lil-
yeah, Lil
Lil
Jon,
Jon.
That's a
Lil
DJ.
Jon
But as a
counts.
DJ.
Fat Man Scoop.
As a DJ.
As
Kind
a
of a
guy.
DJ. Right? We don't
That
have any
counts.
artists on.
Those are some heavy hits.
So
Those
that
are
was
big.
dope.
Hit a
though.
Rob Stone. Maybe we can get him on.
Sadat X was dope.
So that
Oh
X was
yeah,
dope.
invite Rob Stone on.
We don't have to do that. You want to
He be out here too.
You want to hear this voice?
Yo, he
You
gave me
gotta
bad
hear the
flashbacks.
Nah.
Like every West Coast dude I dated, like
Really?
they all sound like that.
Yo, my G.
They all sound like that. It's just like
I ain't gonna let you
cringe.
slide, my G.
Who can we get though if we was to get an artist?
But we,
I've been wanting Boz on here forever. I've been telling
Boz
Cliff.
I feel like you
amazing.
guys would get starstruck if we had an artist.
I want Boz in here.
We
Nah,
do some
we was-
training.
We was good with Sadat
I
X.
feel like
right?
we can get Boz.
I've been telling you, I want to get Boz on.
We were having a conversation where MoMA, Boss, and Ebe, president of Dreamville, would be on the same podcast because they're all brothers. I don't know if motherfuckers know that.
A lot of people don't know that.
A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
That DJ MoMA and Boss
Boss.
and Ebe, president of Dreamville, they're brothers, and
Yeah.
MoMA's the oldest brother.
Damn.
Oh, I thought there was one more older than MoMA.
Nah, he's the oldest.
Oh, and then there's the other one.
Yeah.
Got it.
And then like I remember when MoMA would throw parties and we'd be spinning, Boss and
Was
like,
the
I don't
opener.
even think Boss could even he was old enough to go, but I'd see Ebe in there hanging out in the corner like,
Well,
yo, this is crazy. Like
Yeah.
we can drink and we're in like like they were just like, I can't believe we're out in the club. Like
MoMA told me that Boz used to be his opener, that he taught Boz how to DJ, and he used to do the good spot with him.
really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. That's what he said.
I never saw him that.
Yeah. And then he said that J. Cole and them would show up to party.
Yeah.
And there was like 6 motherfuckers, and they're like 6'4" each.
Yeah, it's just so crazy to remember them back 20 years ago and then see them now. It's just like it's crazy to see what they've built
Yeah.
as a whole. When I was at that show, that J. Cole show, even Night Train, like when I first met Night Train, he was packing online orders for like Boss's Fiends clothing
Merch,
line.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he was like, and where Night Train is now, like it's crazy.
He's killing it right now.
He's a major fixture in LA nightlife right now as a DJ.
Yep.
I don't want to hang out with him though.
Why is that? That's fucked up.
Yo, that's while you're talking, that's all I was thinking of.
I don't want to hang out with Night Train now.
You said that. You
Why?
wanted to hang out with
He's
him
hating on him?
in a couple
No,
years.
I want to hang out with him like in his 30s. I think he's gonna be really fun in his 30s. Pause. Like it's gonna be real fun. Right now he's like he's in a transition stage. We're gonna really like have a good like sit down and have a good drinks, have some good
Conversation?
scotch and whiskey in our 30s.
Yeah.
yeah. Right now he's just too like
In his 30s, you're
in
gonna
his
be
30s. I'm gonna be
something.
older.
in your
I'll
late
be in my
30s?
late 40s. In my late 40s. Yeah. No, but what do you call it? It's impressive to see what they built. Like it's insane.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's end this shit.
Yeah.
Never, you wanted to actually give a shout, right?
Yeah. Rest in peace to I don't know, to all my New Yorkers out there. I know Granville Adams. He was an actor on Oz. He used to do the doors in like all the nightclubs in New York back in the days. He used to work at Nell's, Studio 54. He used to be the doorman at Jetty's in the Hamptons. Actually, that was the first time I met him. He was first time I ever did the Hamptons. It was like me and him was like the only black people out there. And we had a room upstairs at the rooms in Jetty's. We was staying there. So yeah, he passed away. He was battling cancer.
Oh man,
Fortunately, yeah, he passed away last week. So
still young though, right? Must have been.
nah, he wasn't even. He was like 59.
59. Wow.
But he looked mad young though.
Rest in peace.
Rest
y'all.
in peace, Granville.
Rest in peace.
All right, y'all. So we'll see y'all next week.
Yep.
Sir.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Bye.
So if you want to watch this episode on YouTube or view some of our older episodes as well, you can go to youtube.com/roadpodcasts. Like, comment, subscribe. We post new episodes every Thursday, y'all, without fail.